So,
I'm not supposed to say secrets here. Gotcha.
What? Secrets? Ooh, where?
So I was looking at, the new bot, Barry.
Which one?
The Carl bot.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but it does a lot.
There are certain features I do like about it.
I just don't like the name Carl.
But you can nickname it at the very least. But it supports 5 Twitch channels of notifications. And it does like an infinite amount of YouTube ones as well for free. So yeah, I was tempted to have a look at it and just nickname it like Salty Bot or something. Okay, because I don't know. It says like the notifications through Carlbot are like pretty fast in comparison. So
I think that's why he switched it. I think there's more to it than just that, but I think it's a faster bot. I'm not sure why. I haven't really dug into it. I just saw Turtle and Carl, and I'm like, not a fan of those two.
I know it's got a lot of good features in it. I'll say that. I've had a little look, and I'm tempted to have a little go of it. Somebody's managed to put Conway's Game of Life into one of its custom commands as well. But yeah, it apparently has fast Twitch notifications, and
that just sounds fancy.
But considering we've been live for 2 minutes, Me6 hasn't pushed anything yet either. So.
Me6 kind of does its own thing. Because I haven't seen that notification. But I'm telling you, the last time you did the Faders thing, it took 45 minutes before my Me6 bot even took effect.
It is just us 3 in the chat. It's nobody else.
Yay.
Oh, now we have a pro. You've been summoned. I don't know how. Nothing's actually posted yet.
I think I received the Twitch notification, so that might be.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, there it is. No, maybe.
Yes.
No? I got the mobile dashboard because I've signed in via phone as well. So yeah, we have a crow.
There's a crow.
The pop-up said no clickbait. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It also said, "God's sake, what have you done to your taskbar?"
No.
So. Hello, Alex Wolf. We got to explain. How do we explain that to Gil, Barry? The monstrosity we saw yesterday.
Oh no, Gil might rage at this one too.
He had so many icons that he had a scroll bar on his taskbar.
And he doubled them too. Like they weren't just like they were 2 separate things. Like not the scrolling part, but like it was on both sides.
Crow, God damn it, my
biggest concern on that taskbar wasn't how many there were.
This is an intervention. Sorry, Crow.
Yeah, it was a virus program on there that is complete trash. I will not mention the name publicly, but
it begins with N and it's the best virus program out there.
Maybe 15 years ago it was.
No, I remember. I think it was probably 1998, and I had the gold disc supplied with my computer. At the time,
before it was sold off to some crazy person.
Yeah.
We won't mention the name, but Crow has told you what the name of it is in the chat, Gil.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I remember. I think it was 1998. I had my computer then, and it had like the big keyboard-sized box full of discs. And yeah, I remember the gold disc in there. Again, not sponsored. That's why we're not telling them their name. But even if they did sponsor us, we would be very, very truthful.
Yeah. Don't worry. I know a bunch about those.
Have you ever used the Ghost version?
Yeah.
No, I stopped caring.
No, it's not an antivirus.
No, it's a program to ghost hard drives.
Yeah.
Man, where is our notifications? It's been a good few minutes now.
I'm telling you, it took 40 minutes the last time on my page. I mean, we have the TheFaters here. I mean, we got 9 individuals watching. So
yeah.
I'm just too lazy to go in the mod view and actually look and see who's there. But I know Crow, Chocobo, and Alex Wolf. I'm not sure who else is hiding. Oh, as soon as I say who's hiding, 2 people left.
You need to stream more so you can get emotes. The thing is, I haven't even applied to affiliate yet because it's kind of it's a strange one. Because it's asking for like tax details as in accordance with the American laws, because Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
So yeah, I'm debating about sorting affiliate because that's all like subscribe stuff, and that's a bit of a grey area. Aside from the fact that we do have certain merch ideas as well. Are you guys going to do any tournaments with the arena? Well, eventually we might. At the moment, our focus as like players is to find all these bugs. Like
watch Berry Salt
and test my new macro.
So the last few days, like you probably saw us streaming on the Monday. We managed to break out of every map. Beyblade Kadoki, he came out of his hiding spot. Hey.
Yay!
Hello.
So we broke out of every map. I found a particular exploit, and I can detail it to SkyMill for them to fix.
Yeah.
I've got a really good idea of how it works based on, well, just based on like other game experience and how they've shown their game at the moment. Yep, we had the Mi-6 ping. Nice.
Yeah. There we go. About time.
Took 7 minutes that time. Oh boy.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to look into Calbot and see if it's quicker.
I mean, 7's a lucky number, I guess. In what, I don't know what part of the world, but
as opposed to 45. Where's Priest? Where is Priest?
Where's a Priest?
He's Priest. So I announced in the Kindred channel that we'll be going live in a few minutes, and the Priest tagged me to say I'll be on my way. Because we can. He knows the name, and he's actually accepted Shovelet as the name. He's actually.
I mean, it's not a terrible name.
I think they've personally done really well playing it safe because of how much community love there was for the code name, and it's not too much different from it. Shovelbutt, Shovelet.
Yeah. It sounds like a baby form, anyways. Which,
it's a shortened form. It's a shortened down form of Shovelbutt. Just take away the butt in the middle, and you got Shovelet, which is. Yeah. So I think everyone remained comfortable because it was like, okay, we accept it's got to be a sensible name, but also it still sounds like the name we all loved. So
yeah, but I think I'll have a hard time not using Shovelbutt.
Oh yeah, naturally. But hey, Samberto, I hope your work has gone well today. Hey. I know he was extremely excited to see the patch notes, and yeah, you got very excited. He loves the name Lumala.
Yeah, Lumala, I think, fits Gentle Gaze so well.
I
really love the name.
Or as I kept mixing up everything, I kept calling it Light Gaze, so it was a mix between Gentle Gaze and Light Stag.
I love
yeah, Umberto loves Lumala as a name, because I had to check. Yeah. It's based on the name Impala. Yeah.
Is it Loom like German for light?
Lumus is like Latin for just glowing light stuff anyway, so it all comes from the same thing. Light, luminate, so luminous, Impala, Lumala, it actually sounds quite nice. It's slowly growing on us. Me and Charlie were trying to work it out where the name came from earlier, but yeah, we had it confirmed by Rob. Hey Ducky, I believe it's F if you're going to choose a letter.
actually, Ducky, in my school system, E is actually the correct answer. E is failing in my school system. So technically, Ducky is right.
F's in the chat, people.
F's might terrify people.
Thank you, Bearer. Bearer. You've misspelled that. It's spelled S-A...
L-T?
L-T-Y.
Yeah, I'm definitely the Salt God.
There we go. Just for Ducky, yeah, it's spelled Salty Boy. Hello, hello,
yes,
Aidanta. Hello.
Yeah, salty boy shirts, berry salt will be a thing.
We have an idea, don't we? We have we have two ideas now.
Well, 2 ideas now.
Yeah, berry salt.
Hey, Fabi. Hey, I'm here again with my internet crashes, trying to fix it. No, we've got a potential small merch idea that we've been back and forth in that we really like.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a random T-shirt design that we've looked at and we've gone, this actually could work for us. So no, there's nothing confirmed yet. It's just like we've had an idea and we're gonna potentially try it. Berry's empire built on salt. I was playing Genshin Impact, and there's actually a character called the God of Salt.
I just finished that quest.
It's all I could think of every time is it's Berry. You go into a salt domain as well. It's just salt everywhere, and it's yep, this is Berry's area. Hey, Wizgaras, welcome.
Hello.
And you have a chalice of salt that just continues to pour for life.
Oh.
Endless amounts of salt.
But play the game now or thou shalt perish. No, we're having a chat with you all. So let's we gotta get the patch notes, I believe. So, is it this one? Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
So we're gonna do some patch notes because this has just come out. I haven't fully played it, but we have desk slam. So yeah, we got a fresh batch of updates this weekend. Decaf, some Espresso Brothers. Yeah, just okay. So you might have all seen it. We're gonna be testing out the jumping, see how much stamina it's gonna take, see if it's balanced enough. Stamina is regenerating faster. I did find this a bit of an issue, like stamina run out pretty quick. But yeah, this has been the most important one for today. So we've had 2 beloved characters. They've now been officially named, and yeah, we were just talking about it now. So we have Lumala, Gentle Gaze, Light Stag. So it now officially called Lumala, and Shovelbutt, which surprisingly a lot of people were on board with, has now been named Shovelet. Rob addressed that issue, Ducky, as well, saying that there's going to be a point where there will be crossover. And yeah, there's only so many letters before you get into like the Welsh language, which is just full of L's, I will be honest with you. So coming up to the next thing, balance changes. So this is something I'm going to be testing myself. The reduction of Skulkin's movement speed is important to me because of something I can abuse that Ducky knows about. Increase Loki's movement slightly, so we're going to check that. We've been told all the buffs have been given an extra cooldown. Barry doesn't like that one.
Nope.
The debuffs.
I don't mind.
So the debuff range, I'm actually quite glad about this one. They've increased the range.
I do like that one.
Oh, Lainala. What's this about, Tori? Lainalia.
Linala.
That's gonna be a while, sweetie.
You okay?
Why?
So debuff range, I noticed was quite small. It's actually quite nice to see. Will be nice to see how that's changed. We got rock slide, so each time it hits, it's going to be 80 instead of 60. Oh, the Welsh spelling of Lumala would be Llamalla with all the L's. Yeah, Llamalla is. That's the pronunciation in Welsh. Okay, quicksand. I quite like the fact this is increased.
She could wait.
Oh my god,
Hey,
I just
Julie,
noticed my
do you
teammate is
like
nicknamed
Shovelet?
King Paimon. Oh no.
Nope.
Reduce the damage. So the radius is bigger, but the tick damage is less. Okay, we got increased active hitbox time. So only small, so I don't think we'll be able to measure the 0.24 to 0.3. If Duolingo has Welsh, I'm adding it to my list. There's a priest.
There's a priest.
There is a priest. He's arrived. Yeah, Welsh is like everything you. The best tip I can give you is everything needs to be pronounced. Every letter does get pronounced. There's no silent letters. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Okay.
Priest of the Shovelet.
So teleport. This is one I mentioned as well. The reduction. That's going to be an interesting one I'm going to test. The cooldown as well is almost double. So. I think that's a bit more balanced considering how I was abusing the teleport in the arena. And yeah, for those who didn't know, Rush had a very fun bug. I'm gonna be testing it now, but basically, if you kept spamming the button before the move actually happened, it stacked them. So you became a rocket, especially with Mechid. You just blasted across. So
as long as you didn't hit anything, it was still stacking as long as you press a button.
Yeah. Alright, and the last one we got here is fixed a bug that prevented the homing reticle from animating on all arenas. So again, something we may... Oh yes, Torpedo Mechid is
not a thing anymore.
No.
Maybe not.
So...
Okay.
Right, we shall get the stream up for mine. There we go. So just to show people what's going on in our chat. So we have officially named Lumala and Shovelet, so you can see how they are. Dancing Kadoki is life. New ultimate move, Mechid turns into a rocket that you manually control. When you slam into the enemy or after 5 seconds, you explode, dealing heavy damage.
That could be fun.
Would it be called Rocket?
Oh.
Yeah, flying piece of metal would...
There we go, straight away. Dark Eyes. Yes.
Yes.
So... the Rocket. There we go. Okay, so do we just want to try public, or we need self-destruct in this game? Oh no.
I mean, we could try a private match. If we want to play break something.
Well, you want to try public, and I'll go into private with Gil.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Gil, you can choose the name. HMM, got it.
Salt.
Okay, so whatever map we're on. Okay, Ruins is actually not a bad one to try. So this is the first match I've been in since this particular update.
Yeah, same here.
Priest, if it could leave you with 1 HP and very weak. Ooh, they're talking about self-destruct, how it could function if it gets implemented. Oh yeah, so various things people might not have seen since the last time. If you notice the top of the screen, we have our usernames, and the actual fight font is completely different as well. So okay, so that didn't.
Still working.
Yeah, baby, nobody wants a free win from me.
Okay, so
like
yes, they have distance. They have put a distance cap on it now.
It still works.
Oh yeah, it still works. As you can, yeah, I can still escape. So wow, jump actually takes a lot of stamina. A lot more than I was expecting it to.
How much does it regain? That's the question.
Right, there we go. I'm back in. Other things to note.
Yeah, I'll test something.
Other thing to note, they've patched this window based on our feedback. You can't actually jump into the window now because, yeah, you could glitch out from it. It hasn't stopped me glitching out. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, you can't jump through them windows. Another thing you can do, let's have a check, see if they've done this. Just change to Ember, and yeah, you can just. There we are. You guys' opinion on Lumala Shovelet? I like Shovelet. Lumala's slowly growing on me. But here we go. You can still get out through this little clip. So you start with something small, then change to something like Ember.
I think you.
Nah, I don't know. Ooh.
You have to be Ember to get out of there.
Ember in particular, yeah. So I go. Do that, and then. Yeah. Still consistent.
Yeah, I don't have Ember on my team.
So come here. I wonder if this one still works. Yeah, this one still works as well. Yeah, so this in this little corner as well, that one still works. So go something small and then something big, and then you can just walk out. Okay, so yeah, that was one of the changes that got brought in. Like, you can go through these windows because they go towards the middle of the map. It used to be before that you could clip in, like you could jump through these windows, but if you do that thing I just did,
go to the mountain.
Go to the mountain. Well, let's use one of the easier clip methods. So you just come here and there we go, and we're out. So they appear to.
They probably focus more on the balancing aspect than.
No, they've actually put an arbitrary limit into the teleport now, so we can't just teleport to the top of the mountain like we did. How many reports did you send so far, Gene? Collectively, we've all been sending a lot of reports. So. Okay, that was quite far. That was quite a far distance then. So
that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's like the distance is only bound to inside the arena.
I don't know. When I did the first one, it went sort of like the range I'd expected to, and then the second one, I'm quite far up on the mountain. Yeah. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get to the top, and I'm gonna try and get back down to the arena. See how far it'll take me from this mountaintop.
Let's see.
So, in case you're wondering, that where my reticle is, that's the arena. That's where we were.
Yeah, where are you right now? Oh, you're just
I just came from the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
So
I'll try to reach the other side of the lake right there.
Wave 2 name. So just keep people aware. There is no date for Wave 2, but Joey has got like the list ready for when they feel comfortable for Wave 2. He hasn't told us the exact number, but he said it's going to be 3-figure number of people added. But there is no date, and he hasn't told anybody like who's going to be in. Like, there's no guaranteed person going to be in. This is the story of how the arena was broken even further. It's like, yeah, I thought Skulkin having his speed lowered would have made a difference to the way I do something, but
no, but Skulkin's really slow now.
Yeah. Let's have a look. We gotta get the good boy out for. Where's Priest? There he is. We'd like to introduce you all to Shovelet.
Look at him. Look at him. Just want to pinch him.
I mean, I should be guaranteed to be in. If not, there will be consequences. Oh my god, you sound like the Sonic kid. Your actions have consequences. I feel like the best way to stop clips out of bounds like that is to have an invisible spawn box. The main thing with it is that this isn't supposed to be the full game. The reason I'm highlighting the clip I'm doing is potentially if it carried over to the full game, I don't know what like what consequence that could have to certain elements of the full game. So that's why that's why I want to report it as detailed as I can.
I still have my theory that the arenas are just a snapshot of the actual world. So we don't want people seeing the actual secrets.
Yep, they have fixed rush as well. You can't spam jump and dash like you used to, which is interesting.
I think they mentioned that.
Okay.
I think that's why Umberto was requesting like attack while jumping or something in the suggestions.
The melee attack, so the left mouse button. Round 1 timeout loss. They said things like that have been made a bit clearer as well. The font, like the actual information on screens. So there we go. So every time I can do that. Hi. We can still attack. What have we got buff wise? So okay. This get okay, that is 8 seconds. Interested in the like the harden, like the toughen up ability of Shovel. The countdown doesn't start until the animation stops. So in a way, it's technically a bit longer than 8 seconds in my mind.
Yeah, because the question would be is when does that ability actually take take place? Like when you activate it, or does it take 8 seconds for it to?
So I'll press it. You can see like you can see Shovel starting to do his ability, but it freezes on 8, and then when he stops animating, then it goes. So it's a little bit longer than 8 seconds technically.
That's why I'm hoping maybe they can add like an HP counter or something, like when you get hit. Oh,
okay, let's have a look at quicksand. So, oh boy, that is bigger. That is a bigger quicksand. And then is this changed? No, it's technically the same. Oh. There you go. There we are.
And my game crashed.
Were you versing actually red?
It's Tori.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Tori. I switched to our favorite deer.
Yep, balance has been fixed.
So some good news. You got Slifer out. Yeah, we should see some desync if it on test damage. Can you make Shovelet undefeatable like Mechid as well? It's just we're just both standing there, just yeah. What's the rock slide damage look like now? Well,
I'm sorry, Tori.
Just give me a sec.
The game hates me.
Okay. Try that again. I was buffing Mechid like crazy, so.
Here we go. So that's the bigger. Now you can see the difference in the radius size. It used to come to about here, where Shovel's head is. Now it comes to a little bit further. So took off a fair bit of damage from you, though.
Just give me a sec.
So Mechid is buffed though. I haven't got Mechid on my team. Mechid was pretty damn strong anyway.
Dude, his basic attack.
Yeah.
Ember, hopefully you're not nearby.
So the Mechid basic attack is pretty damn strong.
You can try the rock slide again.
Okay, so rock slide, this is some damage now you're looking at. So I think it hit you twice then?
No, only one time I think.
So just to
Just give me a sec. I will it up.
The stream, it's not so much desynced. I can do a quick little fix for it at least. Basically, they're streaming to me, and then I'm streaming it onto the channel. So I'm gonna do some fake delay on mine to make it sort of sync up. So there's like a 4-second delay between what I'm playing and what appears on screen then. Oh, sorry, 2-second delay. But it sort of lines us up a little bit. How much damage is Shovelet's basic abilities? Okay, so do 1. And that's that.
Not much.
Just that little, just the tip there. Okay,
I think that's a combo attack, so you could probably try the full combo.
So I thought your rations kicked in then as well, so
yeah, I have rations. Yeah, the thing is, I have ration on everybody except Slifer.
I have rations on everyone.
Black Mask. Slifer.
Yeah, Slifer's Black Mask.
I don't believe there was any change to MB for anything, was there?
Nothing that's been noted.
So the biggest thing has been teleport.
I mean, other than,
which is weird. That's quite far, but then sometimes it won't go that far.
But I don't know.
Yeah, the basic is very weak.
That's weird.
It's quite a far distance still, in certain circumstances. So I'm gonna try and aim up there. Yeah, it doesn't.
That looks like 50 meters to me. This one.
Yeah, this second one, but the one just now when we were over.
No, it was a lot more than 50. Yeah, it was more than 50.
It's a. Yeah.
Let's see.
What about now?
Okay.
So yeah, something's still going on with teleport. Oh, I see an attack going up in the air then. So this
yeah, there's a small sound bug, I think.
Like delayed?
I don't know.
Okay, so what else do people want to see? Like we've done shovelets. Like we've seen the quicksand is a bit bigger.
I want to see if bounce can kill me in one shot.
Okay, so I'm gonna go as
I can try that.
Where are we? I'm sort of in the center.
Yeah, I'm here.
So
I'll just buff 2 times because that's usually the amount I was going for.
So just a quick test for priest. 1, 2, 3. With the refreshing time, take a ducky. Before the stamina runs out, you can do about 4. But it comes back quite fast. I don't know. I'm constantly jumping. The only thing is you can't jump and dash. So dash still takes quite a lot. So you can jump quite a lot, but when it comes to dashing, you're gonna have to conserve stamina a bit more that way. Yeah, so I can jump, now I'm full, I can jump and dash, but I couldn't do it a second time. It's like a quick evade, get out, but you wouldn't be able to do it twice. I don't know. I think it's okay. You might need a little lessening, but
yeah, I don't think it needs. Honestly, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it needs like a ton. Maybe a slight reduction.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so we got
at least maybe being able to do 2 jump and dash before running out of stamina. That would be probably pretty much.
Are we ready to do the bounce test now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so the bounce test, Lumala has not been buffed for this test.
And I only have two buffs.
Slifer has 2
buffs.
buffs.
That's what I used to run to one-shot Barry.
Okay,
constantly.
So here we go. So the berry salt is real.
I have nightmares from that.
So
my ping is very low compared to what I'm normally at. So I'm on 200 ms. It's gone down again for me.
Yep. So
I think you're able to jump before you even have as much stamina as you jump in. At least that's how it looked to me. So are we ready to do the bounce test?
Yeah, I think we are. Well, I am.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, so that takes...
Not as much damage.
So we're about 2/3 of my health then?
Something like that, yeah.
Gonna try it again with Shovel. It's great because we can still call him Shovel. Okay, that was about 1/3. Higher defense. Ember.
It's kind of a lot.
Just over half as well for Ember, and Skulkin. Skulkin about 2/3 as well.
Yeah.
Shovel is eternal, yes.
Yeah, usually with only 2 buffs with Slifer, I could technically one-shot any kinfolk. Well, pretty much any, as long as they don't have defense buff.
So that could potentially be down to the bounce bug as well they were having. So bounce could have always been fine, just the bug was causing it to do weird things.
Want to try to rush?
Rush, I've already had a little test. The spamming of it does not work. It'll hit like it's meant to, but I can't stack it. So they have fixed it. I can talk about it now. Basically, this so let's get Lumala. My Q ability.
Do you have the healing AoE?
Did you? It's this one, I think.
Nope.
Do I not have it?
It's the
No, I don't have it on this moveset because I wanted to try out the rush bug. Basically, what you could do is you could mash the Q button before the actual animation set off, and it would stack several times. And then anyone who remembers Rocket Mechid that I showed off the other day, yeah, it's basically caps it at 1. They fixed it. Barry, I've tried to send you a DM so we could fight. There you go. That's from Jeanette. He sent you a message.
Where at?
On the Discord.
I have a macro that
free for all
presses one like 10 times in quick succession, and it's not working. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they fixed it.
Oh, apparently I found somebody.
So, something interesting I noticed, when you jump with Lumala, you can actually still spin around, and it'll carry on in the same direction. So I'm gonna say it, 360 no scope. Right. Yep. It does. Like, it'll still keep moving forwards as you spin.
Let's see if I can simulate. Nope, I didn't freeze this time.
If you got like I wonder, does it work with Shovel? Yep, Shovel can 360 no scope as well. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I can move forward when I jump. It keeps my momentum, but you can actually spin in the air as you do it. But I think it works best with Lumala. I think if I do it from like a high point to a low point, you can see it a bit better. So it keeps your momentum when you can spin. So
yeah, it's not working on the. Maybe my sensitivity is too low on my mouse, but it's not working on mine.
It works best with Ember. I can see. If I zoom out a bit, there we go. Yeah, actually quite fun to try. Just spinning with Ember. Okay, so what else have we got from you guys that you want to see? Oh, I got defeated. There we go. And we'll do the same room code again, see what other map we can get. Oh yes, Adanta going with the hashtag wave2when. So the update on that is they have rolled it, they haven't told us how many, and they haven't told us when. Or who.
Yeah.
Okay, so still got the bug of having to exit game.
Oh yeah. No,
They are
just do
slowly
that.
working on that as a fix, though. So yeah, we will get gameplay back. Who else have we got in chat? I can see Fabi, Jeanette, I can see Pro. Have we still got Chocobo about? And Wiz Garrus. I know Dark Adonis, Werewolf, and Priest are about somewhere as well. Ducky had to leave. So
Jeanette and the weird names.
He's trying to break it, man.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. I should have.
Okay, can you check to see if you can actually jump before having all the stats? I could spam my jump button. Okay, we're back in ruins, so we're going through this again today. But I will not get Riverside. Okay, so
I mean, that's
right. I'm gonna check it with the 4 kinfolk I have on my team. What I noticed with Lightstag is the regen is fast enough for you to keep jumping, but you can't jump and dash.
I can do it on Lightstag or on
Lumala. So if you watch now, I can just keep spamming jump. Oh boy, I'm getting some rubber banding with a Slifer model around there. Okay, it's fixed now. So let me 2 seconds. What I'm gonna move. Not that.
Genetic escaped.
I'm gonna move my name over here so you can see the stamina bar in the top. Oh, we got a glitch on ours as well. It still says fight. So I can continuously jump at the moment. So this is to answer Werewolf. So can you check to see if you can actually jump before having all the stamina you use? It seems to be it like just uses stamina, but I can't dash. It seems to be like as long as you have 1% stamina, you can jump, but you need something like a third stamina, a third of your stamina to dash. But you can continuously jump, it seems.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. That seems a bit of a strange one, perhaps, but yeah, it still works.
Oh, let's see.
So it hasn't solved the bunny hop. It was weird. It kind of happened just now.
No, I can jump non-stop.
So there we go. The bunny hop, the rubber banding that just happened, it could be a number of things in terms of my connection. So being in Wales, I've got to connect to the American server, so I believe it's well, is it Ohio? The main one, or
it's Eastern.
It's Eastern, right? So I've got to still connect there. So I got 200 ping, so that could be part of it. They have improved it, I will say.
Bad.
So my first time playing this, playing the alpha, I was up at 500 ping. So the fact they've reduced it down by 300 is pretty dang good.
Yeah, they improved the connection quite a
They
bit.
haven't got any European servers either. So I only asked because the stamina cost was added to jump in specifically to stop the bunny hopping thing.
Yeah, bunny hopping will still be possible. Thing is, you won't
It'll
be
be
able
slow.
to bunny up. You won't be able to bunny up and dash. Like, I'm trying to push the jumping button and dash at the same time, and I just can't do it. I was able to do it with almost any kinfolk before.
Of course, I can get in and out of the arena whenever I like. So yeah, still one of my favorite bits of feedback that got fixed was the window issue. Like this window, you can go through, but they've actually stopped anyone being able to go through because you could just change on the other side. You could like tuck in the corner and change to Ember, and then you'd be pushed out. So, but you can just do that around here anyway. So, and there we go, we're out.
Thank you, Jeanette, for curing my loneliness.
Got stuck in animation many times. That's what Jeanette said in the chat. So, whilst it hasn't stopped the bunny hopping, what it has stopped is the fast bunny, like the fast jump and dash. So, what I mean by that is, for those of you who've seen me do it, I do this a lot. Now I haven't got enough stamina. I have to wait and then do it. Of course, I'm going to showcase it with a shovelet. It can easily be solved by moving the barrier away from the walls. No, that's to solve the other one. To solve my one, I've got to talk to them about it. Oh, that was interesting. They pushed me over here, weirdly. Like, that... Oh. Yeah, solving this issue is easy enough, but...
That's just a matter of adding a collision or something.
Yeah. Well, not even that. What they could do is just not have you able to come into the corner.
That's what I'm saying, add like a collision point even before you get in the corner.
Just somewhere here would be alright, but yeah. So, since I'm lazy to write a report, I would just say GG. That's Jeanette there. Like this one as well, like it's not 100%, but you can just keep swapping, and my positioning is very weird at the moment. It's like set my position elsewhere, and then yeah, you can just come out. I'll crank and leave at will, and there wasn't a wall in for it. Oh, the Alpha Herd is bringing up the black cylinders of the forest.
Yeah, you have to escape the arena 2 times. There's this invisible wall in the forest, and then you have the black cylinder that you have to go through.
Which isn't that tough if you have Skulkin.
Yeah.
Yep, just a little bit like that. Interesting.
Looks like the same distance for explosion.
Okay, so yeah, I can just do that, Alpha. Just and I'm out. And yeah, just like that, I can pop out the arena. So, is there anything people want to see in particular? Because I have this ability right now. Like, I can show you a little bit of the terrain, like for those who aren't aware, they've actually put collision in for some of these as well. So this has collision. Skulkin and the best friend of in-game boundaries. Skulkin and the shovel glitch team. Yeah, the main reason I have this particular team is because I can currently abuse that, so I can just make sure, like, if it's consistent, I can just let them know. I believe Barry found a different clip with in Forest with Lumala.
Yeah, this is. I haven't been able to replicate it. Like,
he did it twice with me, and that was all we've seen.
Yeah, it's switching into Lunala or Lumala. Let's see. I can't seem to.
Ta-da! So, nice little bits of the scenery you might not get a chance to see yourselves because they're.
So I've noticed on Crank, you can still jump and dodge, but it takes a ton of. It literally takes all your stamina.
You can do it twice. If you're at full stamina, I've noticed you can jump and dodge, so twice, yeah, before you can stop. Oof, I got auto aim and I don't know how to turn it off. Can somebody tell? I think it's tab on keyboard.
Yeah, tab on keyboard.
Can somebody just type that in for Jeanette? I think it's tab if he hasn't changed the keybind. Oh, there we go. Tori got it.
Thank you, Tori.
So, in case you're wondering what that is, I've got it set to my right analog stick. And again, just an FYI for people, I've been doing all the streams with an Xbox 360 controller. And yeah, I think it's fine. So I've got it set to, so my auto aim is on my right analog stick. And when I press it, I can basically lock onto where. Interesting that I've noticed though, you know, as you go higher, the auto aim goes lower. Don't know if you can see on my screen, as you've been jumping, it's sort of like I'm not touching anything now, it's on auto aim, and you can see the camera goes every time you jump. So it's like the horizontal axis is inverted for auto aim.
I don't have Skulkin on this one, so I can't go on the,
this is actually keybinds in the game. I've set where there's no external software, it's just controller support. Possible Barry. I think he might be talking to you, Barry.
What?
Yeah, Wizgaris, this is all set in-game, so I can show. Like, I've got my, like, these are the keybinds I've chosen to go with for my controller. So I believe the way Joey set it up is, as long as it's bindable, it would work. The only thing that doesn't is the D-pad. That's why there's this use D-pad for character swapping. Well, we have Elrigan now as well. He's on his VR set. So yeah, that's how I got mine set. But also one thing to note, the horizontal look sensitivity, I highly recommend changing up to quite high if you plan on using controller. Still maybe when it's a bit more fixed. But yeah, okay, so the auto aim is just it seems to have like a horizontal inverse. Like every time Slifer jumps, the camera auto moves down, but Slifer's jumping. So yeah,
I'll just try to go back here and switch to something bigger.
There we go. I just want to zoom back in. I wonder if you fall down, if it'll go up on mine. Because I'm right behind you now. No, it also goes down. If I jump in though? Yeah, it follows you when I'm above you. When you jump now, it kind of wants to go down. Okay, there we go. So that's a little bug we can talk about with the auto aim. Yeah, I'll be using controllers. So yeah, again, at the moment, what I would say is once you do a keybind, at the moment, like, exit out of the game to save it and then come back in. Is a Joey has admitted the controller stuff is very, very basic, and it will need tweaking. And I was fortunate that mine's saved, but I've been afraid to change them because I'm now comfortable with the controls.
Oh yeah, come here. Just jump.
Oh, that's interesting. Look, I can jump and basic attack at the same time.
The auto aim is just heading straight down when you jump.
Okay, so it's auto aim. The auto aim stuff. It just needs to be inverted. I think that's about it.
I think that's what it is. I think it's going the opposite way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the horizontal is fine, it's the vertical.
Yeah.
It's like in a flight simulator.
Right, so still a known bug about animations getting stuck. We have to exit out of each game in between currently. It's a known bug that they are trying to fix. This is currently a temporary fix. Can you stand on each other? Let's see. I can show you what happens when that did a thing. Let's see if I can find. Yeah. So I've done a lot of different things to characters, but I'm gonna show this one in the chat. So this is a GIF you'll have to go to. Yeah, this is what happens if you manage to line it up just right. Same room code, Gil?
Yep.
So yeah, the GIF I posted there, that's what happens if you have auto aim on, you stand in just the right spot. Really? I'm quitting out. We can do another lobby.
Okay.
I'm not having this. I'm not having ruins 3 times in a row.
But just wait a sec. I want to try something.
Okay.
Okay. Just run towards me right now.
Oh, I found the legendary kinfolk. The purple triangle.
Seems good. You spin me right around. Yeah. Right. Okay. What am I doing?
Yeah, we can. No. It's okay. I wanted to try something with before the round began because the fight.
The move that Barry hates.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeanette got out.
Of course, Jeanette got out.
Want to try another time to get ruins again?
I'm calling it. It's like there's something going on. I always get.
I don't know. Whenever I play with you, it's always ruins.
It's always ruins. I swear you're hard coded.
Something's hard coded in your account. I don't know.
I'm gonna be speaking to Joey. This is something I'd like to see sort of added to private. It's like a sort of when the two of you match up, it goes to like another screen where you can set.
Yeah.
Just pick.
Lobby room.
Yeah, being able to select a map, that would be just awesome.
Poison bomb just looks like a bubble bath. It makes me want to go in. Crow, what do you mean with icons?
Like the profile pictures.
Oh, we'll do that. I just want to make sure I don't get ruins.
I mean, I got about 2.5 minutes before.
Oh, I found an opponent. God damn it! What is going on? I've got this on video, so.
Yeah,
ruins 4 times in a row.
1 in 3. Like, come on, it's 33%.
Yeah, but it's also a third of a third of a third of a third.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. What are the odds of you getting?
I keep saying this, like, oh yeah, Riverside's my favorite map, and it's like, here, have ruins again. It's like, no, no.
It's like Sky Mills does not want.
Yeah.
They don't want me to break anything.
There's a secret there, and they just don't want you to know.
They don't want. To be honest, the one I want is Forest, because people have been requesting seeing other corrupt kinfolk. Okay, play. I bet Joey's in the chat, and he's just like, so. In case you're unaware, the matchmaking is done via the account system. So the infamous account system you've all been using to log in.
It's been confirmed. Shovel is holy. Look at the holy dots in his mouth.
Is that pink triangle still in the sky in certain spots?
Oh, yes, it is. It's right there. You don't see the legendary kinfolk right there?
There it is, yeah. I just reckon that. Watch out, we found an opponent.
Yeah, and we're stuck. Oh,
hey, right. Different map.
Only
still not Riverside, but
so I can't remember what I was actually talking about. Damn it!
I'm so excited that now we're on this map.
Yeah, we're on a different map. So yeah, this is actually a good map because I can show people the cylinder. Whoa! What are you doing here?
yeah, there might be a bug here because I can move when just before the countdown starts.
Yeah, they know about that one.
Yeah, I have similar. I can also walk on a collision here. there's actually like a tree collision where I'm walking on.
Yeah. Nope, there you go. I crashed.
Oh, Barry had a crash.
Negative time, I've done it. I've officially hit negative time.
I am a cursed man, so what can you do?
Ooh,
wow, I
hello.
keep seeing your character like rubber band so fast beyond.
Yeah.
Where are you? You're not lined up on mine. Where are you?
I'm right beside you right now.
On my one, not so much.
Oh no.
I'm kind of curious where you are now.
Yeah, I am too, because just
you wouldn't be able to hit me as far as I'm aware because of the desync.
Mm-hmm.
But now we've got to locate. We've got to find Gil somewhere in this map. Tell Barry he has a chance to fight Rob. Rob is hopping on looking for games.
Uh-oh.
It's even a log.
So, fun.
Yeah, I'm bugged.
I at least got the log, so.
So, fun fact: my first ever match in Kindred was against Rob. It was my particular first experience. I lost naturally because I was more fascinated. I think I was on Riverside or Ruins, one of those two. I was fascinated just because it was the first time in the game, and I was like, I didn't know the controls either.
Oh, apparently I'm finding somebody. And guess what it is? Rivers.
He's on the good map. There we go. Ulrich says he needs alpha. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh. Okay. They've not quite fixed it. So I'm gonna give it to the chat. You gotta pick one of three. Either Skulkin, Lumala, or Ember. Lumala, okay. So people know what I'm about to do. You ready? Here is the edge of the map. Let's do it. 360 no scopes.
I'm stuck. No.
Here we go, and there goes the map. And now we're on a merry journey.
Yeah. 3 minutes, 20 seconds of falling.
And like there are certain things you may notice as you go through. Oh, this is my favorite model when they're falling.
Stuckos.
Just because of the mouth. Do a no scope, just here we go. One thing you can really see with when it's like this with the analog stick, it still points to like D-pad directions. So this is when I hold down right, top right, top left. It's like the movement is still locked to 8 positions even with an analog stick, as you can see. So it's not strictly a circle there, but you can see if you have a look at Shovelbutt now, he's slightly corrupting. You can see him shaking. So let's get a. Oh boy, actually, nope, I crashed.
No, I'm frozen.
No. Oh. Man, my frames completely dropped. When I swap character, I'm now down to 7 FPS. This is real time, by the way.
I'm at 300 right now, but I can't do anything.
So don't swap character, that will potentially corrupt things.
I can't even... Oh, server's gone on offline.
My partner quit because he froze.
Because you've quit now, Gil, I'm back to full speed.
Woo!
109 frames per second, and
I don't know. The game said the server went offline.
I'm still in.
So I probably fell...
Let's try changing to skulking.
Too far.
Okay.
I probably fell out of the server.
So the most that happens with by the way, you can see on the stream now, I'm actually still in the match that me and Gil are in, but Gil's on the main menu. I can still attack. That's interesting.
I couldn't do anything.
Man, that hit hard.
So yeah, you can see Embe's eyes slowly start to go. I actually can't change characters now either. Embe's eyes are freaky.
That's you'll probably crash in like well.
There we go. Server's gone offline.
Server. Yeah.
Return to main menu.
I think we just fell out of the server.
Hypno Bay beckons you. They all just look like, why did you do this? Meanwhile, Scully looks like he's about to murder somebody even more now. Right, let's enhance the salt.
Salt X2.
So yeah, people were wondering what happens. Like I've managed to send Shovelbutt into negative space. And people were curious, like, oh, what happens if other kinfolk did? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Riverside.
So it's not hugely easy to replicate the glitch, but I know it's really awkward. Is trying to prepare for it is a strange one because just because of how random it is, you like get slightly clipped into the ground, and then when you change, oh, I can move.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This desyncing. Ooh.
Right, there we go, and I'm out. Oh. Back on the computer, thank God. Oh, Ulrich's back on his computer. There we go. See, we're both out. So I'm gonna try and aim for that mountain.
Okay, I'll try to go on the.
So
I'll try to go on Mount Everest right there.
So I'm gonna aim like the peak. Okay, so there does seem to be somewhat of a limit now, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember we could teleport to the top of their mountains really easily.
Yeah, you can. You still can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look at where I am right now.
Where are you? Let's put the auto aim on. Okay, so you're that. Oh, have you noticed the round time on my screen?
Oh, minus. Yeah.
I'm on
nice.
minus 24 seconds. Yay. And I think I know why. So it's all part of their bug fixing that they're planning to do. I will preface this by saying I didn't exit out of the game between this game and the last, so I believe the counter is still stuck from last time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get to see negative round numbers for me. But if you want the actual time, do check guilds in the bottom right.
Do you think I should be able to teleport on that one? Let's see.
Should.
Here we go. Okay.
Oh, where have you gone?
I overshot it.
Where did you go? where did you go? Oh no.
The other side. I fell on the other side of the mountain.
Oh my goodness, you're all the way over there.
Yeah, you see the snow on the top?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a lot.
Yeah, Alpha's just like, girl, can we go minus an hour though? So there used to be, according to SM Dad, there used to be a glitch where you could get to round 5. Oh, and Gil has left the arena completely.
Yep. I'll probably go.
Oh, I found the edge as well. So we're gonna go Lumala for this one, because people wanted to see. There we are.
Oh,
So the teleport distance is variable.
I can still see the river up there.
Oh, that tech's not working.
There we go, we're on minus 150. Yeah, I can sort of still see the river here. Yeah, you're right. But keep it there. It will go out of distance.
Yeah, it's out now.
So just do any of you remember the film E.T.?
Yes.
I've just got the Lumala sort of going in front of the sun.
Ooh.
So it's like E.T. on the bicycle. Oh, I appear to have crashed. Or at the very least, my server's gone offline. So it looks like they may have put like an arbitrary flaw there as well.
Maybe when you reach 0 or minus something altitude.
So I'm gonna exit out the game. Who do you have, Barry? Who you versing?
Alaska.
Just casually falling into game crash land. That's what we do.
We're breaking the game.
Well, in a way, alpha testing is just that, trying to exploit the game, find the bugs before the game gets released. And document everything, of course.
That was a good shot.
Okay, gonna fall myself to sleep. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, Krang?
Yeah?
I'll be going to Riverside this time on private match. Let's see if it works.
I feel like that's a little Easter egg if it does.
Who knows?
But I do think, like, in a private match, it should go to, like, a pre-lobby where you can just choose the level. Oh my god. There's no way that should be a thing, right?
Why? I like that. You just go in a private match, name the map you want to go, and, well, there. Riverside.
We're in Riverside.
Man, it's pretty strong, dude.
Alpha suggestions. Make it so that Discord shows when Kim... Okay, so with that with Garrus, I've been looking into it. There's something called rich presents that Discord can do. And yeah, I'm not too sure how you have to put it inside the game code itself. They can do it, like they could say whether you're in lobby and stuff, but they have to actively put that code in. I found the page and it put it in the discussion channel. But I do remember telling them about it. I'm just gonna quickly...
Sorry, I'm trying to put the bug reports in.
So let's... So Barry, Crank screaming internally. With the whole getting out of the map thing, you can kind of get a feel for how open the world will be. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy, but yeah, it does. Like, so you might remember in like the original Kickstarter trailer. They said like, oh, if you could see it, you can go there, and quite literally in this arena map, you can see the mountains. You can go there if you want. So I'm gonna try and pick a decent enough spot to try and teleport to.
Yeah, I found the end of the river.
Ah yes, he's found the end of the river is pretty cool as well. But there's like certain points throughout the river I like, where you can just sort of, I walk in and yeah, we just go underwater. You can just have a skulking under the water. I will have my vengeance. Or my favorite voice I'm gonna give him is Dinkelberg. Crank is corrupted. You are right in Phantom. He won't share his dessert with me. He is an imposter. Press the red button. The water is merely an illusion.
What do you mean? Those might be clouds if you look underneath and look up.
There you go. It's just the clouds passing by. I don't know I don't know what's wrong, Werewolf. It's just clouds.
Those are clouds.
Look at the pretty clouds you can look underneath. Using the same acid twice, smart. Which acid?
Oh, those are real clouds.
Oh, I found a triangle.
Ooh.
I found a big triangle.
That's the legendary kinfolk.
He's back. Wait.
I do have new respect for Shovel. Shovel's sandpit with his dash attack is a pretty killer combo.
So the quicksand increase is really nice. It feels Scully is singing Under the Sea. Kindred Fates is so woke that they added Illuminati as a legendary kinfolk. Where is it? Where is it gone? Oh, there it was. The Illuminati. It's only in certain spots, like I have to look in this sort of direction, but
I wish we can confirm what that is. I'm guessing it's a light source, but
apparently it wasn't, but go on, Shovel. Go find the source. Andrew leaking a lot of things this time around, legendaries and fast travel. So yeah, it seems they've got like a floor for the outer bounds, which I kind of wish they'd have like a reset portal as like as big as they possibly could make it in terms of the map, so you can just like it would warp you back to like the center of the arena, just as a quick little fix. So again, that's a bit more advanced, and they didn't expect anybody to break it on day one. Oh, you keep doing that. You keep doing that. That's an odd one for skulking.
I kind of aimed just a bit above a hill, and it just went.
It doesn't like it. It does.
Nah, does not like it at all.
I had a bit of lag then with my stamina bar, which is interesting. Like I jumped 3 times and then it wouldn't register straight away. Okay, so one thing I'm learning, perhaps the 40 meters thing is like a radius but not a height.
Yeah.
It's possible. Because it's definitely not 40 meters every time you're using it.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, I went too far. I've gone.
There you go.
It wouldn't let me change. Oh, this is unusual. Look, I'm still falling, but onto the map.
You went what?
I went high. I went really high.
I wonder if that takes fall damage. There's no fall damage.
Oh, and now I changed character and I've fallen again.
It's like accelerating you up.
Yeah, that shot me so high. So again, I know it seems like we're doing anything but the bugs, but we're trying to test out teleport because this could potentially happen inside the arena as well. So what is it? You just aim slightly above.
Slightly above the ground, probably.
So let's have a look. I'm a bit further away from the arena. I'm gonna aim for that far mountain. Okay, where am I? Just check me in the forest, so not hugely far away. And now I'm up on the mountain.
That definitely looks like more than 40 meters.
And let's try. Okay, that. You can't fast travel while in combat. This could be true, but Gil is somewhere down there. Okay, that felt a bit more. Again, the interesting things we've learned about the teleport is sometimes it can put you at like a really high positive number.
It's like, it's almost the y-axis is 40, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like a horizontal circle around you, but not a vertical one. So it's not a sphere, it's literally just like a circle. Oh. Okay, this swap. 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 Yeah, I'm
Do it. You can do it.
It won't let me teleport now though. How are you walking up like that? Oh. Oh. It worked. It worked. My teleport worked.
You're back on the ground.
I'm back somewhere. So, to explain the walking up thing, sometimes a floor will have a certain collision, like a certain type collision. Sometimes it'll be marked as non-traversable, sometimes it will. I think that what they might have done is that they've put an invisible wall around the kinfolk to teleport.
I mean, it's possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I don't actually know where I am. Oh my god, I am, look how high up I am, guys.
You're way up there.
Any new findings of the patch? Well,
Apparently,
teleport.
you can see the map. I need to get Christmas music according to Charlie because there's a reindeer in the sky.
It's an interesting shape. Oh, there you go.
Oh, come on. I'm really going for it today with the braking. Oh yeah. Frank's about to help Santa deliver presents. To space. Let's see if I can... Will teleport work from here?
Probably not.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it did. It kinda did. Hey, look! I'm back.
Back to the top.
Well, I'm somewhere.
I'm just flying above the map.
Yep. So teleport has a few interesting a few interesting properties. So here we go for Wizgarus as well. Oh, did I really break that marker? Okay, I might have broken the thing they said they fixed. The recticle, not like, yeah.
Definitely gone.
I definitely, yeah. Whoops. Sorry, Skymill. I don't actually know where the where the arena is.
I'm close to the arena right now.
But just to give you guys a feel of how the end game might be, you could do things like this potentially. Don't get me wrong, I think, yeah, I've still broken that recticle, so ignore that for now. But I believe it's down there.
If you would
I made my way back
me,
to the arena.
Auto aim towards Gil.
I was close to the arena right now.
So I've worked out the teleport thing. If you're going downwards, it also appears to be infinite. Because I noticed I can go down from the mountain to the arena practically.
How do you guys like skulking speed?
Crank's so used to ruins that he said that instead of the arena. Yeah, I am. It's cursed me. Well, we've had we went Yeah, with Christmas coming, we did have a very thematic glitch today with Lumala flying through the sky. Thank you, Charlie. Oh, I crashed. A Unity crashed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've got a Unity crash. If in case you want to know what that is, it's this.
What's weird is that you got a crash as soon as I crossed the barrier to go back inside the arena.
I've
Because you
noticed
said
that
you crashed when I tried to go back in.
So something similar happened with me and Jeanette a few days ago with that. So.
But then again, technically, you are not supposed to go outside the wall.
I mean, we wanted to add a flying type to the game, right?
So there you go, guys. That was your first glimpse of of what flying kinfolk may be like.
That's not an airline. That's definitely air type, right?
I don't know. It's mine and Gil's type at the moment. We seem to be flying everywhere. How long was this in? This was 1 hour 30. So I think we should do something with I think you two should do something together. You two have the salt or whatever lobby name you're gonna go with. I gotta get my log together.
I need to get Skulking ready.
Okay, so
I guess we're doing lobby salt.
Just give me a second.
So in case you guys aren't aware of where your log file will be, there's a folder in your users called app data. You go there with local low, SkyMill Studios, and then the Combat Arena Alpha. Oh man, the log files are so small.
Yep. Salt brings us to the ruins.
Faters crash 130 roughly. Unity crash. It's weird though that it would break with the boundary because that didn't set with the game. So
I didn't even have to. Use Skulk.
So whilst we're waiting for me, I'm just gonna. Yeah, there we go. Got to bring him back.
Man, that's a 15 or 14-second timer with a teleport.
The salt brings us to the ruins. That's great.
To the salt mines. I'm still waiting for the Skulkin lore.
The Skulkin lore. I think we have to ask Jeanette for things like that.
Like, is it a human skull or is there a creature inside the? Is it a soul just taking over a skull, or is it legitimately a living being? It's still funny, the animation where you dodge, because it looks like he's attacking, because the scythe moves.
I'm just gonna.
That's weird. I have infinite stamina.
Jeez, man, that's a beautiful picture. Unfortunately, it's not salt, man. It's not very salt.
Can I chroma key you out?
Oh, that's weird. I had infinite stamina for a while.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I can't remember. I think I teleported on myself.
I think
I'll have to try that again.
There we go. Just gonna put that there for you. Right, I've not submitted my crasher, but I've got it as a log file ready, so. I think slowly we're just gonna have like random pictures added to ours. If anyone can find me a decent Hacker Man GIF for Gil, that would be great.
That's not copyrighted.
Okay, so whoever's on, I'm just gonna click public, and we'll you'll basically see why I'm bad at anything combat based. The salt brings us to the ruins. That's great. Yeah, well, not just Fabi. How is everyone? Who we got in the chats? Who we got? I can see lots of.
Hey, I found someone.
I can still see you've got Adant. I can see Priesties hiding from us though.
That's weird. On your screen. You're moving, but okay, you're there.
I'm telling you, I'm rubber banding probably.
Yeah, you are.
So I can see we got.
No. Okay.
We've got a few
That's
people
weird.
sort of hidden in the background. I just want to say hello to you all. We've got the VNK. You can see Tom Toms. MTGM, I can see you. Hello. Thank you for coming along and having a little preview of Alpha.
Look at that. Nothing. See? Confirmed, Sky Mills. They don't want me to win. See, now it's finally working.
Dead Bidoof. We haven't actually heard from you today. Good to see you in the chats though. Can we please have cabbages for Crank, salt for Various?
Right.
Think of something for Gil. Yeah, there we are. Hello, Dead Bidoof. Good to see you there. I'm tired. Thanks for asking. I have a camp. Yes, all finals now, isn't it?
Other side of the lake, Barry?
Yeah, let's go this way. It doesn't seem... It seems like I'm stuck.
I'm flying!
So there is something changed with teleport, because I don't think we were able to fly this much. Why were you taking damage then?
Me?
Yeah.
Because I managed to find Barry. And
that's the damage when you dash.
No.
So there's lots of quality of life things in latest one as well. I noticed earlier I put a screenshot in Kindred Alpha discussions. It lets you know when there's a Steam update for the game in the actual main menu game.
Okay, that map is huge.
Again, that's more of a perspective for everyone as well of what ideas they potentially have for the sizing.
Well,
look at this frozen ice water.
Yes,
yeah.
The awesome blue. Okay, so who else do we have there?
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh, we got Crow, of course.
I know Tori was here for a minute.
Bit I cannot wait to explore. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can see Kazuya as well. Kazuya Akamaru. Hello.
There's a werewolf.
I kind of want the next arena to be a sort of mountain top now. That could be an interesting one. And well, it all depends on if they have plans for new maps or new kinfolk more.
If we have a mountaintop, we need clowns in there.
I think the issue with having a new arena is that they can't really afford to waste time making something that isn't in the game. It would be potentially more of a showcase of something that is or would be in the final game. There wouldn't be any point in making something right now that wouldn't be. It's not a good use of resources. So. let's make the salt just a little bit smaller for.
No, more salt, man. I'm disappointed it's not animated.
To be fair, I'm color masking this to get rid of most of the blacks, so it. There we are. We have berry salt, the cabbages, and we just need something now for. Okay, nobody in public at the moment, at least. Can't really showcase much. Yeah, well, let's have a look. So, I wonder if they've changed the tooltips to. I mean, presumably these arenas are areas in the game anyway. They haven't confirmed it, and I don't know if they were sort of like the original testing arenas, and then they've just decided, oh, we'll use them, or if they are from the bigger map. The ones that I think are linked are Ruins and Riverside. I think they are because of how big the outdoor area is. But Forest is, as you've seen me glitching out, it's that enclosed square.
I think Forest might be one of the older test arenas they made.
Yeah, I think Forest is the first, but then Ruins and Riverside have, I think, are like the same map, so to speak, just like a hugely different part of the world. So I think it might be a preview, honestly.
Because why would you build something so large?
Yeah, especially this map that you can't technically see all the mountains on the other side of the water. But there are a lot of mountains there.
I should show people my sneaky mechid as well, actually. So on one of the teams, I don't know if you noticed something in particular about this mechid. I'm gonna wait to see if anyone notices, but I know Barry knows, and I think you know as well, Gail. But I just want to see how many people notice what's wrong with the mechid in this team. I've already reported it to them, and yeah, Priest got it in one.
It must not be.
Don't you find it odd that I have?
That would be fun to have.
I have Iron Fist as my basic attack, but I can only choose Mecha Strike on the list. Yeah, I have a basic attack Iron Fist.
Hacker confirmed. Jeez, I'm so far away.
So I think they fixed the Earth Swipes thing as well. Can I have double Iron Fist? No, it would swap the move, technically. But, I wonder. Yep, there we go, I can put Thrash. I mean, thinking about it, the mini forest you went to off the distance of Riverside has trees way smaller than the ones next to the river itself. Yeah, I think that's just like a quick illusionary technique, just to make it look like it's a huge forest, but yeah, I just personally think due to the size of the map, so we've been shown like Riverside and Ruins, I think they are potentially in-game, especially Ruins, because they have like certain monuments outside of the arena. So I do think Ruins is probably the more likely to be in the game itself. How it'll be incorporated, I don't know. I think it's going to be cool going from alpha and like finding a certain little area and going, oh wow, I remember being here X amount of days ago, 3 years ago when the alpha first came. But yeah, let's put Thrash back on you. There we go. Yeah, I definitely think we'll be Yeah, my doubt comes with the forest arena, the towering forest. I personally don't think it is because of how small the map is. I think it's like Barry said, it was probably like the first or second testing arena. Like we've all seen the first testing arena. I can confirm that much. You know when we have video. Do you remember Auburn with MBA's rigging? That video. That's done in a test room. I think that was like the first, and that's like a default one. The second, I think, is Forest then.
Who put me to sleep?
Huh.
Gil, how are you
look at the
putting me to
stream.
sleep?
You two are nowhere near each other.
I don't know.
What is going
I found your
Gil is
model somewhere
attacking
in the
you,
lake.
Barry, from the river. He was genuinely hitting you, but you're not anywhere near him.
See, this is what I'm saying. Confirmed Sky Mills.
He died. Yeah, this is your actual position where you are getting hit now. So there's still some desync, but I think that's like all packet stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, still want people to see the fact I got a mechid with that Iron Fist basic attack, because that's pretty awesome.
I really don't know how I
can't win any battles in the actual competitive league because my character is never in the spot it's supposed to be in.
Oh, we lost Wizgarus earlier. Okay.
Did I hit you?
Nope.
At least they fixed that. Sucks for me. Oh, Gil's abusing bounce hack.
I mean, if it's covered in fog, then they probably don't think they'd have to build as large of an area to show that area off in the game. Potentially, I just feel like the other two have been more worked on. I feel like they are more likely to be included. Again, no confirmation if they are.
Jeez, Slifer's so broken.
I don't know, I think it would make much more sense if we ever get some data for him. Like if we get data for them all, and I believe there was chats about the wiki starting to include them. They'd have to be because nothing is obscuring your vision in them.
I love that.
Or have we defeated Slifer yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think he got burnt. Yeah, he's been burnt. Gilson has been burnt.
Not nice.
Yeah, the Slifer's gone.
Come on, I'm gonna take care of you. Mama loves you. Come on.
So is this pro strat? You just poison and then run away?
That's the common meta at the moment, and this is the thing that was being discussed about a lot today, is the burn and poison meta. And there's lots of different views, and currently it just seems to be like they've taken poison from the turn-based combat point of view. It hasn't translated hugely well in a few people's eyes because it's constant, and rations doesn't seem to work with them as well. It just seems to be constant loss, at least when I'm seeing it. So yeah, that was a big discussion of how should poison be handled and how should burn, like the status is in general. So sleep is already programmed in to the game as just a simple Kadoki attack. You just send them to sleep, and people have had fun with that with the thorn combination. You just send them to sleep and then put 3 thorns around them, and then poison does more damage than the rations heal. Yeah. So as soon as you get poisoned, the rations don't seem to be of any use.
Yeah,
ration.
Look, ration hasn't worked on my Skulkin. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks. I don't know if you can see that on Barry's screen. His Skulkin isn't gaining HP despite having rations.
And why is Gil not getting poisoned?
That's because he's not in the cloud.
Yep.
Oh, then I must be having syncing issues.
So this is the harder thing for any of the alpha testers at the moment, is we don't actually have any sort of strict numbers we could look at to know. Like, we don't know who's the more defensive of a character. I just saw your Ember healing. So the rations were working for some, but not for Skulking. Yeah, your health's going up with Ember. And that's, like, Skulking wasn't burnt and he wasn't poisoned, so...
And now I'm stuck. GG's.
Does the hitbox of poison, heal, burn, extend all the way to the bottom if you place it on top of something like a wall? I managed to poison somebody by having, like, they were underneath. The head collision was still within, like, the actual animation of the poison cloud, so I don't know if if there's anything like that. I know they said that Shovel has the highest defense. The thing you need to know is, like, what are their base stats? Like, what level are they currently based off as well? Like,
I wish there was like you hit somebody and HP like counter would come off, like, oh, that was 5 HP. Like, at least have an idea of, like, it's really hard to test it at this point. At least in my eyes, because I don't know what I'm basing my...
We're basing off literally just how it feels, rather than knowing what we can look for, saying like, oh, right, this is taking off 20. So then we have a better grasp of the actual health bar itself, and yeah, I think that will come, but in terms of like giving feedback for it right now, because we don't have that information, it's hard when you're just saying like, oh, it takes off this bit, this chunk of damage, and it's like, it's very hard without numbers to describe it. Because you could say, oh, it's taking about 10%, but that doesn't strictly mean much, because it's like 10% of which character, and then you got to work on the defense and the attack and all the usual stats you guys are probably aware of. So yeah, it's I think that would be a bit of feedback now. So things seem to be a bit more stable, so I think they can start thinking about, like, in terms of the damage, numbers, the mechanics like that, because I think they're getting getting pretty damn close to. Yeah, we don't know what the HP pool. It's not just HP. It's like we don't know how much the attack does, other than the visual yellow bar disappears. But sometimes, when I've noticed when I'm attacking, sometimes that it'll be the rations will kick in, so I don't strictly know if a certain damage has happened or not as well.
Especially when I'm like server like desyncing, it's
I think the major issue right now is the desync between clients. That's the most annoying thing, because you would see where like last game against Barry
in the water. Barry was in the water.
I saw his model in the water. I could sleep him, but on his screen he was like in the mountains or somewhere.
And I know it seems like it's an extreme case. Yeah, we are glitching out and going, but the end result is things like this would affect the full game as well, because it's an open world. So there is meaning to it. I know you guys are like, oh, well, it's a combat arena. It's like, yeah, but things like this need fixing now as well, because when it comes to the full game, especially because the co-op is a thing. If your character is desynced and this is only between 2 people, then it's not gonna, like, for the full game, it's not gonna hold up as well. So it's good to know these mechanics now and how best to fill them. And again, now we got it on, we got it all recorded. So we can. You can just say, right, if you check out this video, check out your guys' match.
And by the way, Crank, I can't remember who asked for that, but someone asked to see the portraits.
Oh, yes, sir.
If we could showcase the portraits.
Sorry about that.
So we'll just gonna stretch this to be more. We're gonna make this absolutely as big as I possibly can.
It's okay.
So, and
that's the file picture.
I believe it was Crow who asked. So.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so.
Of course, there's a crank on the corner.
All you do is you just click, and it'll cycle through. Good, you didn't forget my request. I did, Gil didn't.
Yeah, Crank did.
Okay, so not enough stretch.
Not enough stretch. Right. No. That's more than enough.
Let's go a bit more stretch.
Please.
There we go.
We're not trying to go to negative time space, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get some people, and we get, I believe, all 7 kinfolk are in here. So. Lumala, Mekid, Skulkin. You may have seen this character in like the Kickstarter previews. Charlie put it in the Kindred Talks picture as well. He's been drawn there. This character, somebody new. We don't recognize it at all, I don't think. This one, quite like this character. Not enough. Are you sure it's enough stretch now, Fabi? I can go a little bit more. Yeah, this one I don't recognize. It's from previous. I know there's like 1 or 2 characters in this that we cycle through we just don't recognize. Fabi Crow points again. I can't wait for Sally. Salamurder is going to be a fun one. It's going to be slow but tanky, I think. Like just a really slow version of Shovelet. Here we go. This is we got Umberto. I think it's not fair that Umberto got his profile picture in.
Yeah, not fair.
Yeah.
We need custom profile pictures at some point. I like the sprites of the characters.
All of our borgs.
Here you go, Kadoki. And Shovelet, newly named.
Yeah.
And yeah, interesting that Slife is like shh. So like.
I don't have any.
This is one that we have seen in previous art, not only in game but also as profile picture, and books need to be in.
Yeah.
The idea I was having is you could upload your own and just like I could have mine there or something, you know.
It's all based off the account system. I guess the only storage.
Is there enough stretch? Just
stretch more.
More stretch. There we go.
It's not large enough. It's not
all right. We go a little bit more. There we go.
I still see birds.
All right, not enough stretch. Crow wants it to be stretched more.
Stretch, man.
There we go. Not enough. I think Crow wants a bit more.
I still see black outline.
There we go. Reset transform. There we go.
Broke the computer.
Point of view, you were a cabbage. No, there we go. If I match it up just right, the hair sort of lines up as well. just here as well. It's just like, yeah. Now this is good content, if you want to call it content.
Mm-hmm.
So let me reset this back as well because that was just too much fun. Okay, and put you back up here. Well,
somewhere.
just. But yeah, the sprite. So I reckon they could link the profile picture to the account system. The only issue is like storage space, but they can get around it because this box is so small. They could get around it like a Discord-sized icon, like 250 by 250 perhaps as your max. And that would be a small file size. They could potentially do it, but again,
it all depends if it's linked to the website account system. Because if it is, you could technically upload a small image within reasonable size and just use that.
It is because you can only change title on
the website. Yeah.
So and also it asks you, it does like a login request, just on the loading screen going in.
Yeah.
It actually requests from the account system. Strike this.
Yeah, I'll have to try and.
The salt has been given.
I mean.
And Barry with the hammer.
Image.
Bang.
Where are you? So.
Right there. They couldn't handle the salt.
But yeah.
Exactly.
There we go. Okay, so. Thoughts about the entire experience. Day had been. I'm just gonna put that there again. This front screen is just becoming more and more just cluttered with everything. This is the content you guys love, apparently. So
you should move the cabbage under your pork and place the salt just in front of Barry.
Yeah. Pretty much.
There we go. We move things around now.
My head in the proper position.
Man, this was a lovely piece of art by Yoshi originally, and I just destroyed it. We do for sure. Every new viewer will be so confused.
Yeah, well, the art piece is still there, but we just
we made it better.
We've
added some memes.
We've made it more custom to what we do.
Salted cabbage on a barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Roasted cabbages. Oh yeah, I just realized I put the cabbages on the fire. So, general thoughts from the update. Teleport is a bit weird. It does have some limit, but then sometimes it doesn't.
It seems like it's only broken outside the...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We weren't able to teleport to huge distances inside the arena, only outside.
What's weird about that is that they've said there's a limit.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's what I mean. We managed to break this 40-meter limit.
Yeah.
Which is more interesting, especially because we keep glitching high into the sky, and yeah, there's something going on with teleport that might be worth documenting, because again, I think it'll affect the full game. Satan Cat just found out about Shovelet Lumala. Oh no.
Oh no.
I like Shovelet as the name, honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
And I had a little chat with Priest earlier about it, and he's comfortable about the name as well, because it's close to it's close to Shovel Butt as a name, so it's comfortable.
It's a good compromise.
And I think Priest accepted that as well. It's like he knows the name had to be changed, but for professional reasons. The stream is like delayed by 1 to 2 frames. it's just the way streams work, and it's the same in all. I've got it on low latency on Twitch settings, but it's just the way the internet works.
And plus, we got me from America, Gil in Canada, and you in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we can do anything like this is amazing, and it's just a lot of fun to do. The fact we've done it for 8 months, nearly enough now, so...
I can't believe it's been 8 months.
Yeah, we've still been doing it every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Edanta might want to refresh his stream, but then we are ending soon, so...
Yeah.
It's a name that makes sense. It will always be Shovelbutt to me, but I do understand the change, yeah. That's what I mean. It's not too... wasn't too drastic a change to a point where it's like, no, I don't like this. It was comfortable to be like, yeah, I can see it's Shovelbutt, which sounds like Shovelbutt, so it's comfortable. But those who know will still be, yeah, it's Shovelbutt. But those who don't, they can still enjoy Shovel. They can still enjoy the shovel. And I think it's important for Priest, seeing as he is the priest of the shovel. He can still say the word shovel. Like, that's the most important bit, was the word shovel, let's be fair. In terms of the gameplay, the buff cooldowns being 8 seconds wasn't too bad. I can't make any comments about the teleport cooldown, because we weren't using it properly, but teleport is a bit... I still feel it's broken in terms of how it would affect full game. And that's important as well. So, I know everyone's excited to play the combat arena, but you gotta remember the full game isn't just a combat arena. So that's how I've been looking at certain things as well.
It's a single player game.
Yeah, it's a single player game, and yeah, if I'm able to teleport so much in terms of distance when it's meant to be restricted, that's a bug. That's something that could affect the... same as the me being able to get through the boundary. It's like, yeah, it might just be the arena, but I could glitch into... like, in terms of story sequence breaking, which is quite common in game, it could be used for that. Say like there's a barrier, like, you know, like they're talking about the fog, that could potentially be a barrier, but with the glitch I can do, I might be able to get through it, and I could break the games in other ways like that. So finding it now is really ideal, because I can tell them.
And they could look out for it.
Yeah, and like I said, I've got it detailed in my mind about what I think it's doing, and they have sort of confirmed bits of it, but I haven't gone through it fully. And yeah, that's how I've been treating Combat Arena. Is I've been treating it as, how does it affect the full game? And yeah, it's just a little reminder for people, is like, this is only a section of the game. It's a pretty big important piece, the fights and that, but I'm thinking about the rest of the game in terms of this other mechanics, like the fact me and Gil, we're teleporting on top of mountains and into the sky, and just all these places we shouldn't go. I love how happy the Kadoki is. Like, I don't think we'll mess around with Kadoki on there. We also don't know if we can even travel using Skulkin. Like, we know we can ride Kinfolk first, but yeah, that's another thing. But even so, in the original combat trailers, like, there was a Skulkin versus Kadoki. It was open world, so
it's possible.
The fact is, open world, you could have Skulkin out and do the teleport that we've been doing, is a potential. So it's a bug, and it's something they could look at. I would think the fog would be now a hard restriction, but something that does more and more damage over time. But I agree, barriers need to work when they're needed. It's like, yeah, so if I'm finding a way to get through a barrier, yeah, we've got to. Yeah, I want them to fix it. Like, that's just how it should be as well. And it's not just that, it could be used to glitch inside of buildings, for example. Like, there could be a locked building you're not meant to go in until earlier. Until later even. But if you could go behind it and then trigger off the like entering a building, like little warp, little trigger behind the door. Yeah, they don't want things breaking like that because it's very story driven, and yeah, just we got to do what we can to help them because it is a single player game, and they have a vision. They're not going to fix everything. Somebody else is going to find something new, but if I can find the most, like day one, I broke the game with this glitch, so the barrier break. And yeah, Faters and Jeanette. Yeah, I believe Jeanette found it independently as well. We both found it on our own. We didn't help each other or tell each other about it. So that's something in itself. Like, I've watched Jeanette do it. He does it the exact same way. So yeah, but he found it out himself. He worked out, and he was bound to because Skulkin is his favorite. I'm not gonna go fully into detail as to why it works, but yeah, I believe it's something they can fix.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fixable.
I don't know.
Related poke speed.
How did you find Kadoki speed?
I haven't used them.
I know Gil used them because they said they've increased it.
Yeah, could be a bit faster, but then again, it's not Slifer, so. But it does look.
I feel
better.
I feel like he should be like a tad slower than Slifer, but
yeah, just a bit slower, but not. Right now, I don't know. I would have to try and.
I feel like Skulkin is just right for Skulkin himself.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree. I think the speed on Skulkin right on.
Skulkin's correct right now, because before it was just impossible to catch that thing.
Take care, Crow. Have a good one. If what's Fabio, I like the idea that it will become a race at this point to find. It's not so much finding them the fastest. It's more about like how many can we find, and not even like per person. It's about like how many we find as a community. Because yeah, the fact I have been getting like we are still getting some crashes, but there's been fewer crashes that I've seen.
Well, like, the more bugs we find, the more stable the game will be in the end. So that's a win.
Send in the reports, and that's the key thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
And in the pins in the channel as well is a way of getting your log files. Whilst they're not required, they do help a lot because they can look at the bug report and link it and go, right, this. So what happened is a crash exception, like null point exception, whatever, and they can work out what went on prior to whatever crash you had. Again, that's just a basic rundown. It obviously tells them a lot more, but yeah, every bug report does get read by them. Whether it's even if it's something they've seen before, just by detailing it. Like I had a bug recently with Light Stag, and Rob actually got intrigued because it's a bug they've been trying to fix. I don't know if it's one they have fixed, but yeah, they added it to the existing report. So even if you think it's been reported before, it's good to do it. Like the more versions of a crash they have, the better.
Yeah, and sometimes one log couldn't tell what the problem was, but maybe there's an error message in yours that they'll say, "Oh, that's what happened."
Yeah, and so having both, like having the other side's log at the same time, can also help. Because I had I've had desync issues, but you combine the two, they might be able to say like, "Oh, this happened."
And by the way, Barry, did you save the log of our game where I killed you long distance?
Would that be the last match I did with you?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Let me get that log real quick.
Yeah, if you both get that and submit it together, they might find there's a reason for the desync. And yeah, Fabi said, I love to see that the second wave peeps will have a lot smoother alpha experience overall already. It's like, yeah, because just because of all the bugs we've been submitting now as first waves, and it's important that that keeps going, like even after the final wave, and even when more people come in, it's important that they submit any bugs they find, even if it doesn't cause a crash, and they find something like on the main menu, something something glitches there, or the settings that don't work or something like that, still counts as a bug, even if it's not a crash. But yeah, just telling anyone what it is. Yeah, and we got the bug reports channel, and it's been going pretty dang well. And they've even started taking suggestions from people for certain things. Like they actually took my suggestion for the names at the top of the screen. It's only a tiny detail, and it probably took them like 2 minutes to implement. But yeah, it makes matches so much easier.
Well, it's always fun to see who you're fighting.
Yeah, without
having to die for it.
Yeah, and that's why I put it up there. It's like, yeah, well, I just don't want to die. I don't want to be attacked to find out who I'm fighting, and yeah, made the interface clean, and I feel like that's going to be transferred to the full game. When you have when you can do like a 1v1 fight against someone, I think that's going to be something that moves into that full game experience then. So what was the other things? What were the other bits of the change log?
Shovelbutt is pretty useful. He's pretty deadly when he's close
quicksand
combat.
hits quite well now.
Yeah, the damage is pretty nice.
A good little strategy I was doing is I would throw a quicksand, throw the rocks, and do a dash through. Like it was taking like 75% of health just in less than like 4 seconds. Just those sequences. Obviously, you got to time it and all that, but if you're in a panic situation with shovel in a corner, you throw down the sand pit, dash to escape. It'll work.
Yeah, they reduced it by a little bit, but so here's the counterbalance to that as well, Priest. They've reduced the damage per tick, but it's hard. It's a bigger radius, so you're in there for longer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you take more damage, but you're not taking as much as it would have been. So the hit detection is something that me and Charlie have been testing, and we did speak to them about it. We don't know. Like it's weird. Like you get about 20 rocks, but you can sometimes only get hit once. It just felt really weird. So I know what Priest is on about. Rock slide is a bit of an odd one. Like we all saw like a meta with like, you do quicksand and then you just chuck rock slide to hit them a few times, but it's like, yeah, you do quicksand, but you can hit them once with rock slide, and it felt weird. So there is something that needs to be tweaked with rock slide still.
I think the way rock slide works right now is each rock is independent from the other one. So when you see the animation process, you will have one that will fall on the head of your target, but if the other ones fall like further left or right, they won't hit per se.
Yeah, is there something about rock slide that doesn't feel right? That's the general feel. Like I've stopped using rock slide as much because it doesn't work. It doesn't work like it's intended to, I guess is the way. You see, like back in the original, like when they released the combat trailer last week, you saw it and it's like, oh my, there's like just a smash down of like 1 billion rocks. It's like, wow, that looks great. And then in combat, it's just like, I got hit once. It just doesn't seem as, it doesn't have the same impact that it appears. So maybe, I don't know, maybe, the rocks that do hit you, keep them as the big rocks, but the ones that don't, have them smaller, maybe? So it looks like there's lots, but it's the big rocks that do the damage. I don't know. It's a weird one. It just doesn't feel right. Even the Shovel's Rock Slide is 80 attack. It's more about the hit detection for the rocks we've been having issue with. It just, like Priest said, it doesn't seem right. And having played it, I don't know if you guys have used Rock Slide. It just doesn't feel right. Something just feels off about it when you use it. But again, that's something that will come from like the testing. Oh, one thing I didn't see is like the death animations they've apparently added.
Yeah.
I forgot to be focused on that.
Well, you were teleporting left and right.
MIGM says it's because the rocks only fall in one place once. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's not clear like how it's supposed to work, and I think that's what's confusing us. If we knew how, like, say like there was a debug mode where we could see like the hit boxes and stuff, and we could see it and then go, it does it because of this, or we could, work something out like that. Maybe it would make more sense to us, but it's because we don't have the information that, like, we've been given like the item descriptions, the move descriptions, but not like, it'll do this much attack, or things like that would help us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if
rock
slide is like 5 rocks falling from the sky and hitting each for X amount of damage, that's probably that. Well, that seems like what it's doing right now.
Yeah, Priest says it just doesn't hit at all. Like, Gil stood still and got hit once. That's what me and Charlie did. We attacked each other. I stood still, she attacked me, but I only got hit once.
Yeah, but
this was pre 1.03.
Yeah, but earlier when I stood still, only one area of effect showed under me. So technically only one rock should have hit me.
So it's still like that now, basically.
Yeah. It's just weird. We don't know if each rock is supposed to be independent or not.
Because I did a count as about 16 rocks altogether, so it's like, okay.
16 rocks?
Yeah, it was roughly around that. I kept counting. It was like between 15 and 20 rocks fall from the sky. And it just feels weird that we don't know what, like, I have been hit twice randomly. Like, if you're running through it, you can get hit a second time, but it wasn't clear as to why. It needs to change, definitely. Maybe even do less damage but hit more. If you stood still during it, you should almost get KO'd, I think. So, yeah, this is what Rock Slide is a big one that needs a lot more feedback. Because, at the moment, this discussion's about the poison meta and the burn meta. But I think that's going to be a big deal going forward. Yeah, it is too random. It's just, like, it was weird.
Which is why I'll use Shuffle Butt, just because it's so random and it's supposed to be like a killer attack.
Okay, what was the comment? Oh. So Charlie found the comment from Joey. I can just read what was said about. I think this was in response to Charlie and Werewolf. This is from Joey. And he even says, Rock Slide is really tricky balance-wise. It's not supposed to be an insta-kill like explosion, but more area denial. If you stand completely still or dodge away from the rocks, you should get hit just once or twice. The idea being that trying to cross it would be relatively punishing. So that was Joey's explanation for it. It just feels... It's a strange one. It just doesn't feel like a rock slide. You see all these rocks and then it's just like, but I got hit once and it didn't do too much damage. I feel like there's just something about its appearance, like how it comes across. It is like a ferocious, like, smattering of all these rocks, but then you stand there and it's like, I got hit. I got hit once. That wasn't that bad. So it's like, I wouldn't even mind if they made the cooldown like fairly lengthy because of that. It's like this super move with a huge cooldown because it's such a overpowered one for it, but you can't spam it, for example. I wouldn't mind that either. Yeah, I get it's tricky to balance, but there's something that doesn't feel right with it, and I've stopped using it as much. So I think that was all of them. I didn't use Spore Dance today, so I didn't check that. I do like the direction of Quicksand.
I definitely agree.
Quicksand being the bigger radius is so much nicer. It actually looks really cool as well. Oh, so what we got? So MIGM. I think how it works is that it divides the total area by 16 equivalent rocks that will hit the ground. So if you see one fall, you can just move there and not get hit anymore. Yeah, again, Joey's not really confirmed how it works. He just knows it's tricky, but yeah, it does sort of feel like that. It's really weird. If you walk around, you get hit once, maybe twice, which is also weird.
I mean, once we get a confirmation, I can, put a better judgment into, and liking it or not liking the move itself.
Jumping stamina, that's an issue for me. It's got stamina, but I could still continuously jump.
I think the stamina regain is a tad too. They should have never gained it. Like, they should have never upped it. They should have kept it at the old way.
Well, jumping never costs stamina. It was only ever dashing, but currently there seems to be... Like, if you don't have enough stamina to dash, you can't, but you can always seem to jump. So I'm... Basically, in my head, the system doesn't feel... Like, it just feels like it's a way to punish for dashing, which they could have done just by increasing the dashing stamina consumption rather than put in a jumping cost.
See, I like the jumping cost, but
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work with the regained.
Oh no, it flat out doesn't work because I could just keep jumping. Like, there wasn't a point where I didn't have enough stamina to not jump, basically.
Yeah, we could jump.
Yeah, Priestess said it. Even though jumping uses, as an example, number 20, I could still jump even when I had 10. Like, there wasn't a point where I couldn't jump. I could just keep spamming the jump button, and every frame that I was able to jump, I could jump. Rob apparently wanted it to be this way. I just don't understand why there's a stamina cost then, because they could just increase the stamina. If they don't want people to dash, they could have just increased the dash stamina on its own. You know what I mean? It's just, if you're allowed to keep jumping and dash is the problem, just increase the dash cost. That's where I'm a bit confused at the moment, is that I don't understand why jumping has a stamina cost, but I could keep jumping. So maybe that's something I gotta look into, but that was my feeling about it. He wanted to stop bunny hopping. That's my thing. I was still able to. I couldn't jump and dash, but I could still jump and jump. So I feel like something's a bit wrong with the jumping stamina.
It needs to be tweaked. Definitely.
Because I think Werewolf was asking me earlier on. He's like, "Oh, can you keep jumping?" I was like, "Yeah," and I showed the stamina bar, and I was able to carry on jumping and jumping. I was like, I don't understand why it has a stamina. It stops me from dashing. That's fine, but I don't understand why there's a stamina cost for jumping if I can keep doing it. They should have just increased the dash stamina if that was the problem. So I don't know, there's something a bit odd about that in my head as a decision.
Well, it's the first time we have
it's a brand new gameplay edition, so
it'll have to be balanced and tested some more, I think.
I really like the direction of it. I agree with it, but
I just want them to.
Oh yeah.
Hello, horizontal hourglass.
let's be honest, we don't need Fortnite and having people jump around like bunny rabbits every 10 seconds.
Yeah, but that's the thing I need clarifying is it seems to be jumping works if you have like anything that isn't 0% stamina, which is constantly always not 0 because you're always regenerating. So yeah. So what's Priest said, it needs to take up stamina, but they need to take away the ability to use it when you don't have the required amount.
Well, the thing is, if jumping takes like 3 seconds, so you jump, you're 3 seconds in the air and you land. If during that 3 seconds you have time to regain enough stamina to jump again, that's why it needs some tweaking, some balancing.
Yeah, because I can't dash, but I can keep jumping. So I'm just confused why there's a stamina cost for jumping. That's my thing at the moment. Is that I don't understand it because I can just jump regardless.
Yeah. But right now, I think the cost for jumping is a bit lower than dash.
It should be, yeah.
The stamina regen is too high.
Yeah.
So you should have lower stamina regen or a higher cost for jumping.
So yeah, it's a tricky one to try and explain to those who aren't able to see it. But yeah, it's basically that. Is like it's not high enough stamina cost for jumps, or it's too fast to regen.
I think the jumping and dashing is pretty much two movement-based action, so it could technically be the same cost, but yeah, you should end up having.
You shouldn't be able to jump at some point.
Or maybe 2-3 seconds before you can get enough stamina to jump or dash again.
Yeah, this is where Priest is confused as well, about similar to what I'm confused with, is like they've programmed it to be able to jump with stamina, doesn't matter how much.
Yeah,
because you're always regenerating it, you're always able to jump.
Yeah, it's because the regen's too high.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I think it was something like I looked at it, you need about 40% to 50% of your stamina bar to dash. But, yeah.
Sure.
I just want to, like, if there's going to be a cost for jumping, there needs to be a point where I'm not able to jump.
Yeah.
That's my sort of feedback on that, is like, if it's costing me stamina, there's got to be a point where I've used all my stamina to not be able to jump.
Yeah, you should have like a 2 or 3 seconds to wait to regain stamina before you're able to jump again. If you
like a cooldown,
all your
some form of cooldown, something like.
It's not technically a cooldown because you will have to wait. Well, if you need, for example, 30 stamina and you regen 5 per second. You would technically need 6 seconds to regen one jump.
Again, this is where numbers would help us as well. We could actually look and say, like, all right, stamina's at 100. It uses so many points. Like, having the numbers is useful because we can all help with things like that as well. It's just something about the stamina that's a bit odd as well.
Even without knowing the exact number of how much stamina you use to jump.
Yeah.
You can see that the regen is too high or the cost is too low. Because
we could give better feedback for that. What's Fabi says, maybe a short frame until it starts to regenerate, so the A time is never enough to regain it fully, but this would only fix the going negative. Yeah. Probably just to stop you from dashing immediately after the jump. It's like, yeah, I understand that, but why have a stamina cost for the jump? Why not just make the dash an even bigger stamina cost? This is my issue, is it stops the dashing, but it doesn't stop me jumping, and I don't understand why I've got a cost for jumping if it doesn't matter. It should matter if they want to include it, basically.
Well, it's just tweaking.
Yeah.
They just have either to increase the cost of jumping to what dashing is, or lower the overall regen.
Yeah, there's something like the levels need to be changed.
Yeah, that's either one of these. Either one of these would fix the issue.
I put the suggestion in display the numbers when health is taken away from an attack.
I think just numbers in general. Like if we can get like stat screens about the kinfolk would be amazing. But, knowing how many points of stamina it takes to dash, even if it's different per kinfolk, that would help a lot. How much it takes to jump, like what is the total stamina bar, what is the total HP bar, like all of them stats. Yeah, we could turn around and say, well, yeah, it took off 10, but it only showed 5, or why was I able to jump when I only had 10 units of stamina when it's supposed to be 20, or we can actually say numbers to them.
It might help with like desync issues too, or other issues.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things it could help with, so that's probably the best suggestion we can have is please give us some numbers, SkyMill. Right. Hang on a sec, let me just see. Yeah, there's a Tori hidden in the chat. I know she's probably hard at work and can hear us.
I think she was going to bed.
No, according to users in chat, she's still there.
Yeah, she's still there.
Priestess sent me a DM about what Joey had to say.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna... this was earlier today, about 2 hours ago. Okay, so people have been talking about our stream as well. Joey himself is confused by the decision. Yeah, Priest, could you pass it on to Barry and Gil as well, so they can see the chat? But yeah, in the current version, it is possible to say a jump costs 20 stamina, but can be done as long as you have more than 10.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, it's like yeah, this was earlier on in alpha discussion, but Priest's got the screenshot. Yeah, it's just really strange. Like there isn't a particular moment where I wouldn't be able to jump. It's a different one.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
But this is good. This is the feedback they need. This is feedback they want for all of this. So
I guess the more we put it in the suggestions, they can't ignore the suggestions, right?
Well, not only that, but doing streams like this, and like I said, there's a hidden Tori in the chat, so I know she can hear. She can hear this, and it's not like saying, "Oh no, this is bad." This is more of constructive sort of what we think and how it feels, because ultimately, we're alpha testing for everyone. We want the best for the game that we can. It's a weird one, the stamina system. I liked it with the dash. I just don't understand the current, like the jumping edition at the moment, but I'm sure it will become clearer as it's tweaked. Now, Tori is awesome though. I like the direction as it limits the dashing, but it still has yet to stop the bunny hopping problem, which is why we said give jumping stamina to begin with. Well, yeah. I don't know. Can we go in? Are you guys still streaming? I'm gonna go.
I can log on. I haven't.
I'm there.
I got Gil. Gil, just do salt or something.
See how fast our pro setup says.
Okay, I think mine crashed on the main menu. Oh no, we're back.
It's probably because of that cabbage.
So you salt. Okay, opponent found. I'm gonna go to the big screen for this, and we'll get rid of the salt there.
I think mine crashed.
No, don't get rid of that.
No, weirdly, I'm still.
Yeah, I think mine crashed. Yep.
Okay.
Not respond. I crashed.
You want me to start someone if you crank?
I gotta start it back up again because it froze on the screen. I had no choice but to exit because they've frozen the UI now. When you get a match, so if you get one ready, you're gonna go salt as well.
I mean, whoever wants to get it first, I guess, right?
Okay.
So who should I be? So that's the question. What kinfolk are we looking for?
I don't think it matters. It's testing. It's like showing off the stamina quickly.
Okay. Salt it is.
Okay, found opponent. Of course.
I'm telling you, you need to put a bug report in, man. I'm telling you, your count is like jinxed on this.
It's always this map. So.
Well, you used salt. You should have used Riverside.
So I want you to be looking at the blue bar for all this. So if you notice now, I'll get down to the bottom, but even with the small amount there, I'm still able to jump. I can't dash, but I'm still able to jump with that small amount there.
Yeah, mine literally doesn't. Yeah, I see what you mean, Crank.
You see how small the bar is, and it still allows you to jump. You can't dash, but there's no limit on the jump. Yeah, it's a confusing one. It needs it's something I've noticed. Like I can't dash until I get you can see when I'm dashing. I'm mashing the button.
Yeah, I can literally bounce on the whole map.
Hola, mi amigos. Hello, hola, Alric. But yeah, I'm back to full stamina again. But yeah, it's just
yeah.
I don't understand the limit. I shouldn't be able to jump for a little gap between, but I'm still able to jump. So I just don't. I'm a bit confused why there's a jump cost.
Because
It's for dinner.
Because it's not like you're doing a lower jump either. Like I can wait. Look at that. It's still the same height.
Yep.
So I'm gonna change. I'm gonna get. Yes, we're gonna get my broken method as well with the basic attack of. So you can just see, like, it's not fully up to where it is, but I can still jump.
Oh, look at Slifer. I can literally not get it down to 0. Oh, there we go.
So you can see on Barry's bar as well, it's still...
I can literally just jump on the whole match.
Yeah, it never hits 0 for an extended amount of time for it to matter. Yeah, it seems to be like it only ever needs
10. Like
well, 1. I reckon like if we were, because there's no such thing as a half jump in this. I reckon if there were, we'd still be able to do it. So that's the jumping cost I've a bit concerned about. Is it just doesn't. Oh, here we go. If I get stuck under here. So it's like even less needed here. So yeah, just it is a really strange thing at the moment. Because the heights you go, yeah, it's about the regen rate. Honestly, it's at the moment I just don't feel like it needs to be a cost if I can constantly jump anyway.
Look at this pro strats. Just bounce.
Actually, I haven't tested out raw yet, so.
Here, you want to? Let me beef up real quick.
Let me, because the range of raw is bigger.
Let me hit you.
Nice. I've noticed our ping is quite low as well, Barry. Normally it's double this. So.
I'm actually higher. I'm actually at 200, almost 200. Yeah, 200. That's extremely high for me.
I think it's, I don't know, it might feel like they might be doing a bit more P2P. We're averaging out from each other, but that's one of the lowest has been in any of our matches.
Now it's back down in the 70s for me. Now, see, now it's slowly climbing.
As I get closer?
Yeah, look. Now I'm down to 66.
And if they take the cost away, you could regen stamina for dashing or bunny hopping. That would be a... Oh yeah, I'm not saying to get rid of it. I'm just saying currently the cost just feels... It doesn't feel like it's doing anything. If it is going to have a cost, it should have a consequence.
See, that's the thing. If you look, like with Slifer, I do bounce and then I dodge. I literally can do that the whole entire map. I literally don't even have to attack somebody. If I know how to aim.
Yeah, it might be stopping the dash regen to be used indefinitely, but the problem is if you, well, dash and jump are both movement-based action. So if you put costs on movement-based action, you would like to limit those actions to be used. But right now, you can only limit dash, not jump. So bunny hopping, which is jumping up and down nonstop,
doesn't have any repercussions
in
the current state.
Right now, we're still able to do bunny hop. So sure, it fixed something about having, well, some fast kinfolks like, well, Skulkin is a bit slower right now, but Slifer, you could probably get away from any kinfolk just dashing and jumping. Definitely.
So the issue I have is if you're going to put a cost on it, it needs to have a repercussion to it too.
No.
Oh, I got.
But even though jumping doesn't go as far as dashing, it goes higher than dashing.
Yeah, like Barry said, if you link it with bounce,
you can literally, if you don't hit the rocks, you can literally just keep going around and around. You see what I mean, Crank? Like it's stupid.
So Slifer is still the broken one.
At this point, they need to get rid of bounce or they need to tweak it.
And again, the repercussion is not being able to dash. It's like, yeah, I get that, but why am I still losing stamina for jump? There should be a few moments where I'm not able to jump, because that's part of the problem as well. It's just it's a mechanic that needs tweaking. Because because it's not so much bunny hopping. People don't like the, alright, I can just do this everywhere. Yeah, just jump, dash, jump, dash. So yeah, I get you don't dash, but you still can't hit people if they're constantly jumping. Because the basic hits.
It's because of the server desyncs.
Yeah, the basic ones. I could be wrong because I wasn't heavily involved in these competitions, but I believe the decision for this time around was bunny hopping comes at the cost of not allowing any dashes. Oh, I'm stuck, by the way. Can you see my stamina going down, but I can't do anything?
Sorry, I'm stuck.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Personally,
Oh,
I'd
increase the dash stamina consumption.
Did you just see that, Craig? I teleported through the barrier.
Well, I don't know if you can see on mine. I can't. I'm stuck here, but I can still use stamina.
I see you just rubber banding really badly.
Can you see the stream though?
Wow! Look at my stream.
Alright, let me swap over the screens quickly.
So you're not moving right now.
Ah, it still reacts. Can I move forward? Yeah. Okay.
Let me.
Try bounce.
Hold on. Let me scoot back. Jeez.
That's what happens when I use bounce. Oh,
you're using.
No, I still can't move.
Yeah, not on Barry's screen.
I've moved in like position. I can only move like this though. I can't move from the spot, and it's actually quite interesting. I can't change. I couldn't change model then either. I couldn't change character.
Now I'm stuck.
Oh, he's taking my place. Yeah, you're in that position now.
So I wonder if switching kinfolk.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, Energy Boy. Yeah, it's just it's currently a weird little system. I don't understand. Like, so I need a definition of bunny hopping, because I believe there's two. Bunny hopping to me means you just do this all the time.
Yeah, I think it's just this.
The dashing, I think people are defining bunny hopping as doing that, where you just like jump and run away. I just want a definition, know what people are counting as bunny hopping. Is it the jump and dash, or is it just constantly jumping? Because they mean two different things to me, basically. Continuous jumping is what bunny hopping is.
Yep.
Right. It doesn't stop bunny hopping. If people are trying to tell me in the chat that the stamina cost is to stop bunny hopping,
it's
well, but the way, what they said though is true. You won't, if you bunny hop, you can do that indefinitely, but you won't be able to have any invincibility frame.
But that's what dodging's for.
Yeah.
Bunny hop.
You can jump up. You can jump up and down all the way around the map if you want. Problem is, you won't be able to get that second of invincibility if you need to, escape from an attack. That might be the thing they wanted to try.
and there is something just with this jumping stamina that it just doesn't feel right to me. If something's got to have a cost, it should punish you for it, and not with stopping you doing something else. It should be related to the mechanic that it's costing you with.
That's weird. I could literally dodge through the barrier with Skulkin on the outside coming in using teleport.
Nice. Yeah, I understand. Oh yeah, it stops you from doing dash. I'm fully understanding that, but then like,
see, the problem is people are going to exploit the bunny hop because it's a cheap alternative to dodging, especially with server desyncs and lag or whatever you want to call it.
So Adanda says it doesn't make sense. Does it make sense to you too, what I'm trying to say?
I understand what you're trying to say.
Right.
It needs to be tweaked in the mechanic.
Yep.
Basically, if something's like, the way I say it, if it's gonna cost you stamina, there should be a point where it shouldn't be able to cost you stamina.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be a mechanic used to stop something else. Add me to the VC really quick, right? Right, where are you? Oh, he is in the waiting room, bless him. You stamina? Here's priest.
Yeah. Okay. So, because like I'm typing and it's hard to explain like what I'm trying to say. So, basically, like the jumping, like originally when we suggested it, it was to stop bunny hopping. And based on what Joey and what Tori has even said in chat now, what they've tried to stop instead is that if you do bunny hop, it comes at the cost of not being able to dash. But it still doesn't stop the bunny hopping. And then in Slifer's case, you can bunny hop and bounce, get enough stamina back because the regen is so high that you can then do a dash anyway and then continue to bunny hop. So I think they need to reduce the regen speed because I don't know why they increased it anyway, to be honest with you. And they also need to remove that ruling that even though stamina, as an example, costs 20, even if you had 10, you can still jump. That shouldn't be.
This
that
is what
shouldn't
I'm
be
confused
a thing.
about. Why there is a cost for jump when if the dash is the problem, then
No, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't
dash
think
cost
anybody
more.
had a problem with the dashing, but I can see why they did it that way. But that wasn't really what we asked for when we said
No.
to
Like,
give jumping stamina.
Like if dashing is the problem, then increase how much it costs to dash. Is it, like that's the thing I'm at, is by like giving a cost to jump makes it more confusing when you're able to still jump. It's so I'm looking at this as, like, why is it costing me stamina to jump if I can just constantly jump? That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at how it affects a different mechanic. Because for dashing, if there's a problem with dashing, you increase the cost to dash. You don't introduce a new mechanic. It's a weird one.
But that's why I sent you, like, when I was talking to Joey earlier, because that's what I was trying to explain to him, that we asked for jump stamina cost because we wanted to stop bunny hopping. With that, it obviously prevents like dashing as well because you have to manage your stamina better, but they still didn't do what we tried to stop.
They kind of
like, that's why I don't understand why they make it. If stamina costs 20, you should have to have 20 stamina, but that's not how it works right now.
Yeah, that's something they need to address. Is like there should be points where I'm not able to jump.
Exactly. Like, that was the initial, like, okay, that's what we was trying to achieve, because like maybe it's just me, but I don't want to see Fortnite strats in interface. Like that's not what I'm trying to see. I don't know about you guys, but
you know, I'm not looking at
that's not fun.
So to clarify what I mean with that Adanta as well, its sole purpose, it shouldn't be to stop something else. Its sole purpose should be, like, if you're going to put a jump cost in, it needs to work as its own jump cost, not affect something else. Because if you need to change something else, just change the other thing.
Because I see what you're saying, but I also quite like that it does affect the ability to dash as well, because it ups the skill level, because you actually have to pay attention to your stamina. Because right now, before this, they were just jumping and dashing because there was no repercussions anyway.
But again, the fix for that is increase how much it takes to dash, not put a jump thing, because the jump thing is not working.
Even though that, but then they can still continuously jump, Crank. Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, even if they increase dash, they can still just spam jumping.
Oh no, if they didn't put the
think-
jump thing in, if they didn't put the jump stamina in, the dash should have been increased, if you get me. So I'm talking about pre-jump stamina.
I think the best solution might be to just put stamina cost to any. No, well, yeah, but put stamina cost to any movement-based action, whether it be a dash or a jump, and then with regen a bit lower than what it is right now, you will have to choose: do you want to dash for 30? For example, 40, or do you want to jump for 20, knowing that you will regain like 10 stamina during that jump or dash?
Yeah, and
so you will have to think what kind of movement action you want to try to do to get away from that. For example, either sandpit or AoE attack or anything. You'll have to think. Yeah, you'll have to think about what movement you want to use.
Because let's say,
and then on top of that, then they need to take away that ruling of if it requires 20 or 30 stamina, as you said, and you have 10, you shouldn't be able to jump. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm confused about is that I shouldn't be able to move, like jump, when I don't have the stamina for it.
Yeah, if you have 20 stamina and you want to jump costs 20, so you'll go to 0. But then when you land, you'll be maybe at 10 stamina, so you'll have to wait for like 2 seconds before you're able to jump again.
See, I just like the idea of now jump costs something. You can't just spam it. Now you have to make a legitimate decision on should I jump?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean is jumping needs, if you're going to have a cost for it, there should be a point where I shouldn't be able to jump. So they need to make that, like either regen slower or the jump slightly higher, something like that, because if you can keep jumping, it doesn't fix bunny hopping.
But
that's
even
my
if they
issue
increase
is
the
it
stamina
costs...
for the jumping, right now with the rule that they put in where it doesn't matter, you can just jump anyway, which is why I was so confused about it.
That's the point I was making about the entire thing, is like, if you're going to have a cost for jumping, it needs to have its own repercussion for jumping. Like, you need to have a point where you can't jump.
Definitely. They added another mechanic, like what Crank was saying, and now they introduced another, I won't say problem, but just another variable.
Yeah.
Because I like it. I wanted them to introduce like a level of stamina skill, like you have to watch your stamina, but they haven't done it right yet.
Oh no, that's what I mean. That's where my point has come across, is I can just continuously jump, and that's why I wanted to know what people meant by bunny hopping. Was it the fact that I was constantly jumping? It's like, yeah, that's the issue I was having of, if I'm able to constantly jump, the stamina system isn't working to prevent it.
Like, just personally, I think they need to reduce the regen, because I don't really know why they increased it anyway, and it's actually quite fast.
I think I do know why. I think it's because they introduced the jump in stamina. They were worried that there wouldn't be enough stamina to cope with it, so to speak. But
I think the definite change they have to do is remove that strange rule of if jump costs 20, you can still jump with 10. That needs to go first.
Or they just need to give us all the numbers so we can help refine it for them. So we can say, like, how about you make it 15 cost, or whatever numbers they do use, like just something like that, so we can actually better gauge it with them. To say like, it regens this much, but
because we definitely do need the numbers, but that rule in general, it's just got to go. I don't know why they did that.
And that's what has confused me. That's the only point I was trying to bring up, was if it's going to cost stamina, why is there not a point where I can't jump? Like, that's all it was, is because if it's going to cost me stamina, there needs to be a point where I can't jump. That was all it boils down to. There's a point, like Gil was saying, it's like, if it's cost 20 but I can jump with 10, that's...
What's the point?
There's no point in there being a cost then. If I can jump with 1 stamina... So...
Yeah, I think I think they introduced it like today, so they'll have to work on that and refine the system.
Oh, but this is important feedback for them as well. The fact that we've noticed and we've got some concerns, some questions, is going to be good for them.
And I think it's a step in the right direction. It's just that it needs more tweaking to maybe, like Priest and me said, about having to think about what you're going to do with the stamina, jump, dash, or just dump it in jumping and just can't dash, or
I think it is a step in the right direction with the skill level.
I fully agree. I wasn't thinking about like them part of it. I was thinking about why does the mechanic exist right now.
That's why I was like, get me in VC, because I was confused at why you were saying that, but I understand it now because like I'm able to talk to you.
That's the thing is, why does the mechanic exist? Like I can't. My head works. I need to know why it exists. Otherwise, I can't see why it affects something else. It's like the basic thing is, if you're gonna let me jump, but you're gonna, basically say like you have £100, £100, and it's like you can only spend 20 of that per jump. If you've got 10 of them, why can I still jump? Is the basic thing.
Yeah.
And that was why I was confused. Is like there's no repercussion to the new mechanic. If I can still jump, then it doesn't solve bunny hopping, and I didn't understand the stamina cost there. Like you said, it's like it's a bug. It's like if it's under 20, you can still jump, but it shouldn't be.
But it's not a bug. Like they wanted it that way. That's what I was trying to explain to you.
But
I didn't get it.
It's they programmed it that way, so it's not a bug technically, but it needs tweaking.
But looking outside in, somebody's seeing I'm losing stamina to a jump. Why? Is like they just want to know why why they're losing stamina but can still jump. It's not very clear in my head. That was my only issue. Is it's like if it's going to cost me, there should be a point where I can't jump, and that's when I start thinking about strats for like, do I jump or do I dodge now? Like you guys are saying, that's what it leads on to.
Which is what we want. That's awesome. Like, do you, like when you get that last jump and you can't jump anymore, do I wait for the ability to dash, or do I just continue to jump?
And that's the point I'm at. Is like I don't understand why I can jump.
Yeah.
Because once you fix that, it leads on to what you guys are saying about strategy there. But that's where I'm at. Is like, why can I still jump? That's not clear.
Yeah, because it seems like, basically, especially on what Tori said, that they've gone straight for. They didn't really stop the bunny hopping. They just made the stamina, like they tried to introduce stamina usage, but they haven't.
Yeah, and I think that's
they didn't want people to jump dash to infinity, so that was stopped. People can't jump and dash all the way around the map. Yeah, but we still can bunny hop in a way that we can dash and jump indefinitely.
Yeah, and that's all I want cleared up. Really, is just like it doesn't make sense if it's going to cost you stamina, it should stop at some point.
Yeah. And then, like what Berry was doing, if you pair it with a Sly, for example, and then you use bounce in between.
Oh, here we go. Tori's just said it. I've passed some preliminary notes along to Rob, and we'll discuss with him more when he's available. Thank you guys for your input. That's from Tori.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for listening.
And again, it's more constructive. It's just I didn't understand why the stamina, why jump costs stamina, but then I could still jump when I didn't have enough of that stamina. And it's like what you were saying, Priest, is like, you're a bit confused about the totals for that.
It's just like I don't want to seem like I'm like overly complaining or anything. I just wanted to explain that it makes no sense to me.
It's constructive.
Yeah, but and at the same time, it would bring another level on the strategy in each battle.
Yeah.
So I think it's for the best.
Which is what I think. I think this game needs it.
And all it needs is basically that jump limit, if we put that in, it makes sense. And then, like you guys say, it becomes more strategy for movement as well as actual attacking.
Because then for the next 3 seconds, you are just stuck on the ground while you're waiting.
I can't jump, I can't dash.
And then you
That's what you got to think about.
What you're going to wait for.
Yeah, you're dead in the water, just waiting to be hit. So,
or you can try walking away from it without jumping, without dashing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, at that point, you're kind of now you got to use your kinfolk like it's
like an actual kinfolk. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. And then the movesets come into play, like with like things like bounce.
Or dash.
You have to sacrifice a move to have bounce and dash. What's the dash move called? I'm not sure.
Dodge, they call it.
Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only. That's where I'm at. I think we're all on the same page now. It's like, jump is a weird mechanic that needs to be fixed in my eyes. And that's it. You fix that, and it becomes a lot more strategy. You think about movement as well as attacking. Then.
Yeah.
Like if there's a point where I can't jump, I'm gonna think about how I move much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I can infinitely jump, then bunny hopping's still a problem.
Which is why it was strange that they made the change in the way that they did, even though I like the way that it's going.
Oh yeah, I like the idea of jumping stamina, but what I didn't like is there was no, like, you weren't penalized for constantly jumping, whereas
there was no limit in jumping. You can just
if you put that limit where it's like they haven't got enough, like basically you haven't got enough stamina to dash, you can't dash. You haven't got enough stamina to jump. Like whatever limit it is,
Because why have it for dash that you can't dash when you don't have enough stamina, but for jump
you can keep jumping. That's what I was confused with. That's the entire point I was going for. Is like, why should I constantly jump? Shouldn't I not be able to jump? And the more you think about it, then it's just like, that becomes a new strategy game. Do I jump? Do I dash? Or do I wait it out? Do I attack? Do I defend? You add more choices and it becomes much more
strategic,
thrilling. Yes, that thrilling fight. That's all it needs is like the jump. It's the jump stamina that's the issue for me. That's all it is. Like, because if you
won't be better at hitting people jumping, it'll be who's better at managing their cooldown and stamina to make sure they're hard to hit.
Like it just adds another level of the competitiveness, which I know they're trying to achieve. Like,
and it would fix, like I said, it would fix the bunny hopping that people do. It would instantly fix it because it's like, there's a cost to it and there's a repercussion to it. I need to be more careful about my jumping and dashing.
There will always be a point where they can't jump, which is what is important.
And that's what I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know is like, why can I still jump? And
which is why I was like, Craig, get me a VC now.
I've spent an hour with people working. We've spent the last hour working this out, but like Tori said, she's taking the notes and is going to feed it back. It's helping.
I love that we have that ability in general. It's great that Tori sits in here and listens to us. Like,
and just,
these guys, they're awesome.
And it's not good. Like I said, it's not a complaint about the game. It's not anything bad. It's more about if you're gonna have a mechanic, this is how I think it should be working because you put it in. And we all discussed it and we're all on the same page. We all came from different points of view with it. I think we all knew what we were trying to say. It was all the same thing. We just had different viewpoints of the same thing.
And articulating it wasn't easy on my part.
That was my point. Is if you're gonna make it cost, there should be a point where it can't work. And
apparently, Neve likes to bunny hop.
Yeah, every time I mention not bunny hopping, Neve always downvotes
it. But like we said about the jumping, though, if we make it cost and actually stop it from happening when we don't have enough, that's strategy. Then it's like you said, I've got to now wait around. Do I defend? Do I jump? Do I dash? Do I attack?
You can't just jump. You can't just jump. It doesn't make sense.
Tori says I do too, but I totally get it. Haha. Again, we don't know the numbers for the stamina, so we can't actually say. But
That is the other thing that is important. We would like numbers.
Yeah, that's the
Numbers
other feedback, and I think I've said that all the entire stream is like, we just want the HP numbers, the attack, like when we are hitting the other person, like just some Barry knows in Genshin, when you hit someone, it gives you the attack number.
Damage. Yeah.
Like,
like it would help me because I get in a lot of servers where I desync, and if I don't see a feedback, I don't know if I'm doing well. Like I can adjust myself if I can see the numbers, because if someone is like maybe lagging like maybe 2 or 3 seconds, I can adjust my attack.
Yeah. It will also help with things like the buffs. Like we'll be able to see, okay, with 1 stack, the damage goes up to this, and you can help with balancing that way as well.
Yeah, that's an important feature we need.
Is it worth buffing yourself?
Is it worth buffing 2 times or 3 times? If the damage isn't worth it. If the damage isn't worth it, yeah. Yeah, for sure, it's absolutely in the works. I think we have a few more game-breaking issues ahead of that, though. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I think that's all we had issue with is the jump, and I had to show it. I had to go into game to show it. It's like, why can we still jump constantly? Like, I think if you fix that, like actually make the cost of jump like punishable, so to speak.
Yeah.
It will make for a much more rounded strategy, and gameplay is going to be. I think gameplay would slow down as well. People have been saying, "Oh, everything's too fast," but I think that's because of the dashing. But by actually making it punishable for jumping to an extent, not taxing so it hurts, but like you're aiming for, I think it will be it will make for a slower paced game as well. Just because you put without slowing kinfolk down, without slowing physically slowing things down, you're actually gonna make the meta slow down.
Yeah, because there will always be 2 seconds where you can't use your stamina at all.
You can't jump, you can't dash. You've got to either attack or defend. Yeah.
Yep.
That gives kinfolk like Kadoki or even Medkit or even Shovelbutt even a chance.
Yeah,
and it can even be detrimental, with the jumping. If they wait till they can do a jump and then they jump again, they're back into that 2-3 seconds where they can't do anything. So it adds to the, do I really need to jump right now?
Yeah. And that I think that will, firstly fix the confusion of why there's a stamina cost in my head, but then secondly make for a better overall playing field. Because I know they're trying to make every kinfolk viable. That will help towards it if they are restricted in their movement, so to speak.
I think it would definitely be very positive on that.
Fabi, I'm glad that I got to join you again this time around. Even if I haven't been hanging around a lot lately, I try my best. Hope to see you more often, ignoring the train wreck that is my exams. I wish you some more fun talking about the game, and your investment is contagious. I will go to sleep now. Goodbye. No, thank you for coming along, Fabi, and good luck with your finals. The exams this week.
Yeah, good luck, man. Or lass, I don't know.
The exams do end at some point.
I believe they're coming up in the next week or 2 for a lot of people. So. Thank you for coming along, Fabi, and I'm sorry that our enthusiasm is contagious. Like I said, we care, and the reason that we've spent an hour talking about one mechanic is because we care, and we all want the best for this. Like Tori said, he's taking notes. Yeah, gonna pass them back to work out the best way to do the system.
And we all want to help them make the game the best they can.
I don't know if you noticed, midway through this chat, I downloaded the TheFaters DLC.
They finished downloading. Here I am, boys.
Yes, Priest is the official TheFaters DLC.
Every now and again, I get installed. He uninstalls me after every stream.
Another merch shirt right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can add you to that, can't I?
Yeah.
What priest downloading?
But yeah, I'm glad we kind of got on the same page about the mechanic.
It says a lot that we're all on the same page as well, because there's an understanding of the system.
And again, the only reason that the way I came from is, well, I come from a mathematical background, so I'm just like, well, why am I if I'm losing stamina, why? I just want to know. I just wanted to know why I was able to keep jumping, and yeah, if you're gonna if you're gonna charge for it, I shouldn't be able to. And like I said, once you fix that, it leads on to your guys' of thoughts of, yeah, we can make it a strategy game about movement, and that fixes bunny hopping and so on and so forth. It's like it fixes a lot of the meta.
Yeah.
Oh, it reminds me of that.
There'll be a
meme.
skill gap that comes, which is good.
Which math meme is that? Are you on about the one where the woman looks confused with all the symbols in the air? Just want to let you know, I've got a mathematics degree and I've seen all that stuff. I know how it works. It's not nice. But yeah, that's been the biggest thing, is that, yeah, we all want the same thing. From that mechanic, we all want the same thing. It's just like, yeah, it will fix bunny hopping if we have to choose between bunny, like, do we jump, do we dash, or, you know, do we attack, do we defend? So yeah, having the option is going to be awesome, because right now it does feel like, yeah, I can just run around everywhere. Like you probably saw us on Monday, we were just jump dashing pretty much everywhere. But I couldn't do it as much today, don't get me wrong, so the dashing has been fixed, but the bunny hopping.
Tori's being summoned.
Being summoned away. Thanks for sharing all your thoughts. You take care, Tori, and thank you for listening to the hour as we talk about jumping.
You can already see Tori going.
I just want to point that out. We went into game and we spent an hour discussing jumping.
We're here on the faders.
Yep.
That's that quality content they asked for, Crank. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Priest, I'm gonna need your bulk. Gotta check you on here. But you got like several, so you gotta pick one.
Right now, I'm the my character, my Kim Fake. So go for that.
We'll get you on. We'll get you on the front page as well. But yeah,
I'm on the front page.
But no, thanks to everyone for coming along. Thanks Adan for having a nice. Adan was having a nice back and forth about the mechanics as well, and I think Adan was on the same page. He was just a bit confused why I was confused about the jumping cost.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, I think he was saying that he agreed with you, Gil, and we all came to the same conclusion. So I think we're all on the same page. There we are. Yeah,
we're pretty much. We have the same opinion about that.
Yeah, just if you don't want him to bunny hop, then you need to punish bunny hopping, and that's a good way of doing it. Is if you haven't got the stamina, you can't bunny hop. So yeah, something based around that idea. And yeah, it's the jumping cost. That's all it is. I think, like you said, Priest, the regen needs to go down a bit.
Because you were saying that you knew why did they increase it? Do you know why?
I don't know why they increased. Oh, I had an idea because they only had one thing that cost before, which is just the dash.
Yeah.
Because they've added something else, they might have thought, oh well, it's going down too slow now, so they increased it to try and compensate. But I think maybe if they didn't, we'd get a better feel for it. I think it would be
they still
closer.
wanted to give people the chance to dash maybe a few times every X seconds. I don't know.
Like something sort of exponential, but pseudo exponential.
I just think
dash
that
cost, or maybe,
the first step should have been stopping the jumping, and then we could have based on what how that felt, we could have been like, okay, we need a stamina increase.
Yeah, that's why I
speed.
think they increased the stamina regen, is because they added something else that takes stamina. So it's like, oh, just in case it's going down too fast, and there's not going to be enough, we're going to increase the stamina rate. I think they should have left it first, and then gradually made it bigger, like a faster one.
Because now we're going to have to do it the other way around.
Yeah,
They're
we're going to go
have
back to
take
going
out,
slower. So
yeah, they're going to have to take that out, and then we're going to have to see if the regen is too much, so that the jumping can still be not spammed, but there's not a long enough gap. Then we'll need to reduce the regen.
Yeah.
But they just needed the point where you can't jump. There needs to be a point where you physically can't jump for a moment, and yeah, that'll make the entire system will make sense to me then. I just didn't like the fact I could constantly jump. That was it.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
That was like my interpretation of what they were trying to do, and then that's why I went straight into discussions and was like, Joey, what's going on? Because that don't seem right.
That's probably it, Aidan. They probably tested it just to see, but I think it's because they didn't want it to feel like there isn't enough stamina to do everything. But it's just like it's kind of backfired a little bit because, that was the issue. There shouldn't be constant jumping if it's going to cost to jump. Yeah. There needed to be a point where it's like, I haven't got enough stamina to jump. Even if it's for a split second, it's like, I've got to do something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, slower regen might fix that, who knows, but it's good feedback for them anyway. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here because, that was a good hour, well, nearly hour and a half of...
3.5 hours, yeah.
The jump mechanic feels weird.
Sorry, guys.
Here's my thesis as to why.
Shovelbat's rock slide is also weird. Just saying.
The fact you can 360 no scope is hilarious though. I really like that mechanic for some odd reason.
The shovel sand pit dash is a pretty killer combo.
I do like the sand pit increase, the size. That was cool.
We like that. We just don't like rock slide.
Yeah, rock slide. Yeah,
we think it's a bit weird.
Even if the entire concept of the move needs to be changed, like just even the visuals, like the visuals are very.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is like make the boulders that hit some like the focal point, but then make the others like smaller, decorative.
Yeah, and it's also just like, why have this big, awesome like animation that hits once?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather it was just less epic and did what it was like. It looks like it's supposed to do that. Do you know what I mean?
It's supposed to be like an explosion.
Like how can you stand in the middle of a rock slide and get hit by one rock?
Yeah. So But I believe Joey had addressed that, saying it's a really difficult one to balance. But again, more feedback would be great. But yeah, just just want to do one thing quickly.
Is it gonna be that thing?
Which there's many things I might do, so I'm just gonna do
So
this
many
one.
things.
I think it's adding something to the screen.
Okay. I'm just gonna remember what it's called. Yeah, it will be appearing on. Hopefully, there we are. And
Boom.
Key.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
What happened?
transform. Would it be?
Oh God.
There we are.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, it could be on. There's only one kinfolk I could put you on.
Oh yes.
Spadicus.
There we go. Again, this front screen is just slowly becoming a meme pit.
Yeah.
Oh, but poor Yoshi's work.
It's what she would have wanted.
Beautiful as ever. To be fair, she probably loves it.
What did Aidan to put in? Okay, so you guys put a lot of suggestions in.
Yeah.
Well done to you all.
Yeah. Don't want to forget.
I've noticed that Shovel's rock slide literally hits once. It hit me twice at one point, but it's really again, it's a strange one. But yeah, the more feedback we give them, the better. But anyway, I'll let everyone sort of take everything in. I'm gonna export this to YouTube and all that good stuff. And we shall see you again pretty soon. So, take care, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.